an issue that's not a black issue because I didn't correct you, which you agreed with. And that's misinformation that's commonly put out there. I'm pretty sure Tommy can resonate with that, as well as other people on the stage can resonate with people lying on people only to agree with them 5 minutes later. So I appreciate your honesty. We can move forward. I check everybody. See, Angry Man?
We can't move forward. We can't move forward for one reason that I gotta point out.
You about to defend the white guy?
Yeah, he gonna defend that white guy. Here you go. Yeah, he gonna defend.
Cap. Hold on.
Wow, there it is.
Don't go nowhere, Cap.
Wow.
Captain ran off, man.
There it is.
Go ahead, Angry Man.
What is wrong for him to defend the white man?
We can't move forward because during our heated exchange, I knocked my freaking Stanley cup over, and now I got stains in my carpet. I'm sending you the bill, Cap. I'm sending you the bill, bro.
Hey, send me the bill. I got you.
I'm sending you the bill.
Matter of fact,
I'm the white guy. I gotta pay for it.
I sell body butters, oils, beard oil, all that. You send me your address.
Yeah, beard oil.
Yep, beard oil.
Beard oil. I'll be happy.
Hair grow. All that.
I'm not gonna lie, we got some nice beards on the panel. I'm appreciative of that.
That's how much of a real brother I am. You send me the address, I'm gonna send a care package. The only thing I ask is take a picture of the care package and post it. That's it.
But I gotta ask you, why is it wrong for him to agree with the white man? Go.
I ain't fucking with you, Tommy.
Why is white ice not as cold as black ice? Why?
Physics.
Yeah, this is the best panel. Yo, you got
a physics thing.
Yeah, it's physics. He's right. He's right.
Make sure y'all tune in every Tuesday night. This is the best panel. Tuesday night, 9:00 is going down. All right, but I'm done. Y'all can move forward because I know we got other people that may want to.
Oh, we got a new brother in there. Is Bishop George? Is that your boy?
Yeah. Now I did invite him. Now he ain't my boy. I know of him. But just in case he goes.
Oh, so just in case he says some stupid shit. That's why I was telling Melanie we gonna do a show.
Dude look like he's Mike Tyson's twin, man.
Hey, I was telling Melanie we gonna start doing a show. I was telling Melanie we gonna start doing a show where it's my team versus her team. Okay. We just gotta pick these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And if somebody come up there and say some dumb shit, that's your boy.
Yeah, but I do know George.
No, that's why he look like Mike Tyson. He a fighter
for real, dude.
We go back a couple of years. I do know George. I'm just messing.
Okay, I gotta let George jump in, and I'm gonna let Leviathan come back. But George, what's your thought?
I was coming up to defend you because, see, first of all, when Charlie Kirk brought up that disparate impact, and I'm listening to some of you guys talking, I know that y'all don't know nothing. First of all, when he was talking about disparate impact, and he's supposed to be an attorney, he was being racist to the core. We understand, when we understand our history and we understand A. Philip Randolph and the Pullman Porters and why they had to create what they created was because of discriminatory practices in the work field and federal laws that was put on the books, executive orders that was put on the books. When affirmative action came into place in 1961, it was a reason why that was there. So disparate impact was there to prevent them from having certain criteria to get jobs that didn't look like it was racist on paper, but it was racist anyway. Charlie Kirk knows this. So when he brought that up and he brought up disparate impact, those of us that actually love our people enough to actually study and how things actually affect our people, we caught on to that right away. Right away. I understood all the talking points that he was using. So, and then another thing, right? Yeah, we got our problems amongst ourselves. You know, I got my whole channel where I talk about death to the real nigga, but I'm talking to my people about getting rid of that culture, right? But white folks, did y'all see that video when the one guy went up and he was saying something about Charlie Kirk and the white mob attacked him and stomped him out and went crazy? But these supposed to be Christians. Cat, let me ask you a question, Cat. If the true living Christ walked the street today, will he be a Democrat or Republican?
No.
So these people, they hide behind this fake ass Christianity and talking about they love God, but then get on there and talk the way that they talk. It's all
hold on.
Those are black people.
Wait.
No.
Hold on. Let me ask you something. What did Peter do when they came to pick up his Lord and Savior?
I want to stay on topic. Come on, man, because you troll.
You can't speak on the Bible, and then when somebody bring you another Bible reference,
No, I'm
then
talking
say,
about
no, I don't want to speak on it. No.
We debated. I know how you get that.
Thank you, Cap. Say it again, Cap. Say it.
That was a good one, Tommy. Listen, that was a good
No,
one.
that wasn't a good one at all. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why that wasn't a good one.
Watch your ear, Mike. Watch your ear, Mike.
No, that was typical Tommy. That was typical Tommy. Those of us that have been in the space a long time. Those of us that have been in the space, what I'm saying is this. They hide behind this religion stuff to socially engineer the people and to draw them in, where none of them is actually practicing what they would call Christian. This whole country have a history of antagonizing and mocking blacks for decades, centuries, coming to our stuff and killing us and beating us up. So now we get a short period of time when we antagonize them. We just the worst people on the planet, and y'all make excuses for their behavior as if we're just the worst people. We don't owe them nothing based off the history. We don't owe them nothing. Yeah, should we act accordingly? I agree with that, but I'm not going to go out of my way to defend them at our own expense. Man, listen, this is not nigger culture. This is American culture. The way Charlie got killed is the American way. We saw this. This ain't the first time we saw this. This is what they do. So what about the two Democrats that got killed a couple months ago? The husband and wife that got killed in the house in Minnesota, and lawmakers, and then the other lady that got shot 9 times. At that time, the left was blaming it on the right. So this is a clash of political gang, white on white gang violence. But this is what they do. They've been doing this.
Can I say this to you?
His brains blown out his damn head on national TV. So
can I say this first off? So first off, shouts out to Sam Worthington. He bought me another drink. He's trying to feed my degeneracy. Thank you very much.
So I land here. All I'm saying.
No, I gotta ask you something. Then you can land. I want to keep talking to you.
Okay.
See, I'm a country boy, and as a country boy, when the chickens come home to roost, well, I'm not sad. I'm actually happy. You know who said that?
Brother Malcolm.
Malcolm X.
Thank you, brother Malcolm X. And you know who he said that about?
I know what he said about, and that's why he got set down. I get it. What's your point?
No. What I'm saying is he said it about JFK, but then he came back after his trip to Mecca. He said, I shouldn't have said that because this is their leader. Even if I think he
was told not to say it by Elijah Muhammad before that. Elijah Muhammad said,
yes,
don't make that statement because those people love him. And
yes.
But
so I'm asking you. So I'm asking. The reason I'm asking is I'm asking as black folks. I hear what you're saying, but we aren't the ones. I used to have a saying, N. That meant niggas need nukes, and until we get nukes, we have a problem. We're not the dominant people. So I'm asking you: does antagonizing white people in something that doesn't involve us, does it make sense?
No, I agree with you. I agree with you, but let me make the point, and I land here. I agree with you, but this goes into what we're talking about, right? When we're talking about black people and we're talking about us in a disparaging way, the reason why Elijah Muhammad told him not to say that because of the violence of white people. When you make this statement and people love them, we got people that go to on jobs, we got people that's in the prisons, we got people that's everywhere that's getting attacked overtly by whites. So what I'm saying is, based off of this history that we know with us with them, I don't owe them nothing. Yeah, that boy shouldn't have went there and done that. But white people are the original gangsters and mobs and killers in this country. Not us. It's them. They was killing us. We wasn't killing us. While we killing us, they use their media to demonize us, but they got a whole history of killing us.
Mr. Fantastic wants to address you. Mr. Fantastic wants to address you. Yeah. Sam is trying to get me to piss or shit on myself because he done threw another 50. Thank you, Sam. And when I piss and shit on myself, and Cap clip it because you know this nigga's gonna clip everything. And when he clip it, don't. It's your fault, Sam. But go ahead. I want y'all two to go at it because I love when my man, Mr. I'm not gonna lie. When my man, Mr. Fantastic, say something, he's like the black Charlie Kirk. He's Charlie Blurk, the black version. He's Charlie Blurk.
I'm not trying to be the second coon out here, man. God damn, it's already bad enough. But anyway, listen. So nah, man. First and foremost, no. Elijah Muhammad didn't say that because of the violence of white people. He said it because of it would have made the NOI look bad as a whole. That is literally the personification of what we're saying right now. In certain moments, you should just know better, and it causes more harm than good. So, and we all know, I don't think there was any white violence ever acted upon Malcolm X in his lifetime, and we know who killed him, right? His own group.
You being
So,
disingenuous.
how am I being disingenuous? Go right ahead, tell me.
Well, let's dialogue on it then. You're lying. Because
How am I lying?
I'm ready to tell you. I'm ready to tell
So
you.
now I'm taking offense because you say I'm lying. Go ahead.
I want you to be offended because I'm offended that you lying on our people.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, the reason why he was set down at that time, you got to look at the times that they were in. And the statement was made about our people on the jobs. The American white people love this man. And they was already enacting violence on us in the South. So when he told him, don't make that statement because of the way that white people react towards blacks, he got in his ego and did it anyway. And this is why he got set down. So making them look bad is one thing, but it was the actual violence that they were still going through at that time. And that's why he told them not to say it. It's all written in the records, man. I don't know like what you come through.
The reason
I know exactly what was said.
Hold on. I gotta let Mr. Fantastic go. I'm gonna throw you up there, Angry Man. Yeah. But I gotta let him because he called that man a liar.
Yeah. So no, again, of course, like I said, you can talk about the after effects of it, but he was concerned with the NOI before he's concerned with anything else. Clearly.
But why? Why was he concerned?
So thank you for conceding. Hold on. So I didn't interrupt you while you were talking. I didn't say anything while you were talking. So thank you for conceding the point, right? So I was right. I didn't fucking lie. I didn't. Hold on, brother. I didn't cut you off. Wait. I didn't say nothing while you were talking, bro.
I got. Hey, George, if I could, I'm a stickler for not being interrupted.
I'm sorry.
You gotta let this brother finish, man. Don't do that.
I didn't say one word, bro.
And he listens patiently
too.
The
thing about Fantastic, he's extremely patient. He not cutting you off. Let this brother finish, man.
Yeah, he patient now. We got a history together. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Fantastic. Go ahead.
Y'all know.
Let me tell you something. He been patient. Let me tell you something. I was a nurse here at Grady, and he was there, and he was patient
with you.
No, he was patient.
We got a history going back and forth together. But no, go ahead, Fantastic.
History aside, just let him finish, and then y'all rock out.
So man. So like I said, the whole thing conceding to the point of where his first and foremost concern was the NOI. Was he worried about the residual things in the South? Sure, you can say that after the fact. The end of the point is this though. Black people have a historical issue and problem with saying shit at the wrong time and inserting yourself in some shit that we didn't have nothing to do with. That's why he told him that. This was not a fucking black problem. This is the white people, as we say, what y'all talk about, white on white crime. A white man killed a white man. Keep your motherfucking mouth closed. That way, so like you say now, secondary. All right. First off, don't make the NOI look bad. But second, don't piss these motherfucking evil ass white folks off there to kill each other, so then they know they'll kill their black ass. Okay. So we're literally, this is the modern fucking time for us to actually apply the logic of fucking Elijah Muhammad and just stay the fuck out of it. This is not our fight. Why the fuck you got to celebrate? And then even more so, right now, what Malcolm X said could have been insensitive. He didn't say, I'm glad he died. He did whatever, so on and so forth. He said something that was an innuendo and it was clearly offensive, right? You literally have the blatant disrespect, disregard. He a pack. He shot in the neck. He all this other shit, so on and so forth. And you expecting these demons that y'all call them, these violent motherfuckers, what's going to come of it? So again, that's my whole point of the matter as to where same thing that applied, 60 years ago applies now. Shut the fuck up. It's no reason for us to put ourselves in and be inflammatory. I'm done.
Hey, Tommy, real quick. Brian and Angry Man, can you check your cash apps? I just sent you $150 each. So
you didn't send me shit.
Hold on. Let them verify their payments, and then you can go ahead and drink that bottle.
I'm messing with you. You don't have to send me anything because I'm gonna get drunk regardless. I just want to say I wanted as Bishop to respond to that because what he said.
Yeah, I got it. I got it, fam.
I'm gonna say this because
please,
Tommy. I wanted to ask you a question, Tommy.
Oh shit!
I want to.
There's rumors. I ain't never been the Bulldogs.
Based off the topic, and what Cat was alluding to. we see the black boy go to that memorial and he do that, right? And you know, you guys start going in on him, right? And I heard black on black crime. I heard a lot of things being thrown at Cap, right? The question I got is, well, who's more, and based off this topic, who's more violent, the killer or the black boy that went to the memorial and start cussing with the memorial, the actual shooter or the black boy?
Well, I got to speak like my man Charlie Wilson said. You can't keep running from what Fantastic said. Keep on running. Keep running. He said something to you. Right, you can't turn around and he get into a fight and he slap you in the face. You turn around and punch me. I didn't have nothing to do with it. Oh, this man said something to you that was very bad. But I will say this. If I was thinking of, here's the thing. If I was thinking of what's worse, the killer or the people insulting, that is a great question. Except for when you're dealing with someone that's a dick. That dick might be looking for someone that they can fuck easily. And who can be fucked easier than black folks? So while we doing that dumb shit to white folks, it might be hard for them to get at trans. It might be hard for them to get at a lot of people. You know who it ain't hard for them to get at? Somebody they've been getting at for centuries.
Well, you just made my point. I'm glad you said what you just said. Thank you. So y'all can stop attacking. So y'all should have never been saying none of the shit y'all was saying to Cap. But what you just said, based up, and everybody up here shaking their head but Cap, is the tendency and violence of these people. And why?
Oh, no. Stop. I didn't say violence. They can fuck up your life.
Somebody just kill somebody.
No. They can fuck up your life without doing one violent thing to you.
But Tommy,
niggas losing their job left and right. Niggas losing their job. You got two examples of people getting expelled. They didn't have one punch thrown. Not one.
Let me say this.
Let's stay right here. Hold on, Tommy. Based off what I asked, somebody killed somebody. Somebody is dead, right? And your comeback to me was based off of what these people can do, and we should stay out of it, right? Yeah. And what I'm saying is, before when I was in the back, when Cap said, well, they feel like with all the antagonists and things that they was doing to us, he don't agree with it. I don't agree with it either, but they felt like that they can go and antagonize them. You're saying, well, based off of this topic, a white man killed another white man. Leave them white people alone because of what they can do.
No, leave them alone because it ain't our business. That should be the first order of business. It's not our business. As a matter of fact, let me tell you how we should feel. If it was 8 niggas trying to fuck the same bitch I was trying to fuck, and 2 of them killed each other, you know what I know now? That's 2 less niggas that can fuck this bitch because they both dead. Now all I gotta do is hurry up and get rid of these other 6 niggas that's left. And if I can convince them to do the same damn thing, I'm gonna do it. But I'll be damned if I try to point out to them that what they're doing is wrong, because they might realize it. This is the thing that they love about black folks doing things to themselves. They'll let you do it. Whites don't talk about shit we do until it affects their community. You ever notice that?
I disagree with that.
That's a lie. Can I say something
That is true. That is very true.
Can I say something to the brother? Can I say something?
They have never. I would say, let Angry Man, I'm gonna let you jump in. When I talked about the fatherlessness problem, white folks didn't want me to talk about it. I couldn't get no backing from no white folks, and it was the #1 fucking problem blacks were dealing with. They were letting blacks say stupid shit because they knew that wasn't going to solve their problem. Whites have never funded things that would actually help black people. You go look at all the shit that's been funded. None of it help us. As a group, they will never tell you, you know what? Let's give money to women who have fathers in the house.
That's a different topic.
No, it isn't. You just said I was wrong by saying that whites don't bother us when we fucking ourselves up. Remember, wait a minute. Remember when they said when there was a crack epidemic? They didn't have no problem with us smoking crack. Same thing with the gays. They had no problem when gays was dying of AIDS. There was no initiative to stop AIDS because it was killing.
Respectfully, we still don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, we're so cool with that.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying that when you look at it, the smart thing to do as a black person If whites are eliminating each other, let them. Don't start something that might make whites unite and say, they're right. It was us killing us. What if we stop killing each other? Because honestly, and I don't know if Cap will agree, but Cap can tell you if he do. One of the things that should unite blacks is when we realize whites have no problem with us killing each other. Whites have no problem with us selling drugs to each other. That should be the first thing that make us say, wait a minute, we shouldn't be doing this because they're okay with it.
I agree with that. We don't disagree with none of that.
So the whites might say the same damn thing when we keep interjecting, talking about some ha ha ha. There are whites who don't like Charlie and whites who do like Charlie, but they'll come together on we hate this nigga. Just like Pontius Pilate and motherfucking Judas. They said, we both hate Jesus. Let's hang out.
That's a great.
Have you ever heard of
the
friend of the enemy? Do you ever heard the enemy of my enemy is my friend? We should stay out and not say, let's be antagonistic. It's not our beef. And I don't see why you or anybody else doesn't see that.
Because
if you sit up and make fun of me and my brother and I might end up becoming brothers again. And guess who ass we gonna whoop?
Personally, I think a lot of these liberal whites actually went online and started doing that shit just to goat black people into doing it.
Thank you. Start a race war they can't win.
Man, what the?
We can't. George, I don't care how big you are. You saw what that white boy. What did that white boy shoot Kirk from? It wasn't in front of him.
I could shoot from far. But I think that dividing part I agree with, because I know there's a lot of white men. When I used to talk to them, they would try to get me to side with them against Jewish people, because they'll hate Jewish people. And so I say to him, I say, well, I don't even like you. Why you want me to do? He said, but don't you think if you and we're together and we got to fight this bear, don't you think we should first kill the bear first? I said, yeah, but if you and I is joining up to kill the bear, somehow you'll make sure that bear bites my leg off before we kill it. So that way, once the bear is killed, now I just got one leg. So you got two healthy legs. So now that we destroyed the bear, then I still can get destroyed.
I never join them motherfuckers in on that Jew hate, because I tell them, I said, at least
I do hate Jewish people though. No, I do hate Jewish people though.
At least the Jew pays me. The white guy don't pay me at all. The Jew know how to keep a motherfucking employee. Go ahead, angry man.
Jews aren't white,
bro. Hey, on Jews are white. Jews are absolutely white.
They are.
Yes, just like FBAs are black and Jewish
people are just a different tribe of white people that Amalek in the Bible. But on that note, I do appreciate y'all rocking with me. It's about 12:30, so I'm gonna roll out. Tommy, if you could remind me before 9:05, I would greatly appreciate it.
You knew the damn day was coming. You act like Tuesday was a surprise to you.
I was watching SpongeBob with my son.
Snuck up on you?
It did, because I'm watching SpongeBob with my son, and then I get a text from Tommy, hey, you gonna join the panel? Like, what you doing? And I gotta go join the panel.
Oh, so you got a fucking family now. You gotta do shit. Shit.
Look at this nigga trying to be a daddy.
Yeah, you got the nerve to be a dad.
The hell?
We eating cookies, eating SpongeBob.
FDK all day. FDK all day. Fuck them kids.
Damn,
we told them motherfuckers, here's a cheese cracker, nigga. Eat this shit.
My kid's still outside right now.
Hey, angry man, I meant that about send me your address, man. I will send you a package.
Don't send that nigga your address. That's that beige rage. He gonna show up.
Man, I got a whole business, man.
He gonna send you anthrax in the mail.
I would expect a devil to say that. A devil would go to anthrax. That's what a devil would do.
It's what I know. It's what I know, man.
I know, murderer. But that's
why I said
I'm good at it. But I'm good at it. So my mom always told me that if you're good at something, do it.
You could get a box full of Elizabeth Warren's underwear.
The difference between why I say we can't mix like that. Black humor, you see the black humor? The white humor brings death.
Of course.
We just talking about don't give the address, he gonna do this, he gonna do that. White man brings death with anthrax. We can't joke with these people, man. These are not our niggas. They ain't our people, man. Leave these devils alone.
Hey, wait a
I'm gonna
minute.
make a clip
Hang
out
on.
of that too, Tommy. I'm gonna make a clip out of that.
I can't let you keep making these clips
Hey,
out of
Cap.
people's lives.
Cap, let
These
me ask
people
you.
gotta
Cap,
live.
Cap, let
up,
me ask you a question.
What's up,
Would you
Leviathan?
rather would you rather get a box full of anthrax or Elizabeth Warren's underwear?
Oh my God.
I don't know who Elizabeth Warren is.
Oh my God.
You don't. I don't think you want to live. I don't want to know. Nope.
She's a
I would
$5.
Hey, Nancy Pelosi's underwear.
Hey, Cat,
That's
that
even
was a
worse.
white joke that didn't land well. That was a
No, that's a white joke.
Land well, Cat.
Yeah, that's
I know
that's
white
why-
jokes because I know white people. I spent time in the house.
I'm not fucking with Tommy.
Tommy,
I was gonna say something crazy, but I ain't gonna say it, man. But y'all be easy, man. I'll see y'all next week, man. All right.
Bye, Captain.
All right. Bye
Now,
bye.
now Sam
All right,
told
Cap.
See you
me.
later, Cap. Have a good
Sam
night,
told
man.
me to flip y'all off. He'll send me another $50. Sam, I don't do shit afterwards. I'm like a prostitute. You got to pay me before you fuck me. You're not gonna do this after because I'm gonna sit up here and flip these people off, and then you're gonna be like, ha, this nigga did what I told him to do, and been laugh. No.
I have a question. Somebody brought something up about 5 minutes ago, and besides
This is
myself,
why I interrupt people. I'm pretty sure Tommy said a long time ago. Go ahead, angry man.
I did.
I thought he said
that
angry
was 2
snowman.
hours
I'm
ago.
sorry.
I actually, no, I did. I've been trying to let him jump in.
My bad.
And y'all
My bad.
been
Go ahead.
using
My
the
bad.
fact
Go
that
ahead.
he light skinned against him. And I'm sorry about that.
And then when you interject, you get your head bit off for interjecting and shit. Like
Yes,
it's
then
crazy.
they say you acting like a woman.
Then they
So-
call you a lady.
George, you said something that was totally incorrect, brother, about the nation, and I gotta address it.
Oh shit.
Here we go.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad did not tell Brother Malcolm that he shouldn't have said that because he was worried about what white folks was gonna do. That is not the reason why he did that. The reason why he did that, the reason why he set Malcolm down, number one, is because he disobeyed a direct order. And if you know anything about the nation, you know the nation is militant, right? So that's one thing. The reason why the Honorable Elijah Muhammad would frown on him making a statement like that is because in the nation, brothers are taught to be the example for black people. So the reason why he didn't want him to do that is because it was in poor taste. And at that time, especially building the nation, they were trying their best to be what you would call upright, righteous and shit, and not, something that you could easily look at and say, oh, look at how they acted and this, that, and the third. And they wasn't doing that for white folk. They was doing that to be an example for black people. So he didn't do that because he was worried that, white folks, they're going to do this. Because one thing I can tell you for certain about the nation, they are not worried about what white folks going to do. They ain't worried about that.
Response?
Yeah, go ahead.
My response to that is the first premise of what you're saying, I don't disagree with that. It's 100% correct. I'm from Philadelphia. I grew up in Mosque number 12. I was raised in it. I am a child of the first resurrection right here in Philadelphia, in Mosque number 12. What I'm saying is you're correct as far as cleaning us up, cleaning up our image, being an upstanding man to society, and being the example how the black man should lead. That's 1000% true. Won't challenge that. But at that time and the climate that was going on in the South, and with all the things that that we were going through pre civil rights bill and all that kind of stuff, things that we were going through, he told him that because he didn't want to spark outcries and riots in the street as well. This is well documented. The first premise of what you're saying, I'm not challenging that. I agree with it 100%. But there was also white on black violence still at that time, right? We're talking about was it 1963? They blew up a church in Birmingham and killed those girls. This stuff was permeating through the South and it was going on. So when he made that statement, and you still had brothers that was coming out of the prisons that they was bringing into the nation, and they was experiencing racism in there. It was the guards. It was a whole plethora of the totality of everything that we were going through in that time. So being who Malcolm X was when he made that statement, it was dangerous. because he put a lot of black people in danger when he made the statement. That's why he was told not to do it. And when he went up there, he disobeyed a direct order because Elijah Muhammad, being an elder with wisdom, and discernment, he understood the climate at that time and why you shouldn't do it. Malcolm, being younger with a lot of knowledge, he was upset with all the police brutality and the racism that they was experiencing in Harlem, and he felt like the nation should have been moving more on the racism that they was experiencing. That's why he opened his mouth and said the things that he said instead of listening to his leader.
Okay, now, fair enough. Now, let me ask you this. With the same logic that you just broke down, wouldn't it make sense that a brother like myself, seeing that young black boy up there walking in the middle of that white vigil and doing that, don't you think that if I were there, I would say to that brother, hey, come here, man. Don't do that. That ain't got nothing to do with you. Because right now, as we speak, isn't there a climate in this country? Aren't we sitting on a powder keg right now of a possible race war or ideological war or left versus right war that, quite frankly, like Tommy said, to get us included in that right versus left war and turn it into something that's a race war, that's some unnecessary shit, don't you think?
Well, let me say this. I agree with you. If me and you both was there, we would have did the same thing. Yo, get over here, man. Leave them up, leave people alone. We'd have did the same thing. My issue is when some of you guys speak in the context of this conversation today, it was speaking as if we're just all wrong and these white folks don't have a history of doing all like black this stuff that you see that Negroes do is not black culture, it's American culture. White folks did everything first, and they was doing it to us when we wasn't doing it to us. And they just never stopped. So what I'm saying is I don't owe them anything. I don't owe them nothing to talk. I could have conversation amongst us and say, like I said, shit, I got the shirt on. Hold on. I got the shirt on my program, Nerds Over Niggas, right? I got 60 kids in my program. We get rid of all that kind of foolishness that we talking about now. I wouldn't have been okay with that, but I also understand the history of these people. They're 100 times worse than us. When you disagree with them, they everything that we say we do to each other, they do, and they still do to us. So the argument that you're making, I'm gonna land right here. The argument that you're making about us staying out their business, I'm not challenging that, because I've been saying it on my channel since it happened. Leave them white folks alone. Don't go over there messing with them white folks. But I don't be apologist for white folks either, as if no, they are doubles, and they have a whole history of being doubles, and I don't apologize for that.
Okay, but here's the thing, right? And I can't speak for everybody else. I can only speak for myself, right? My thing with the whole situation.
Tommy, you're muted. You're muted, Tommy.
Shit. Angry man, hold on. Thank you, dear. Alcohol does that. I'm not gonna be an apologist for the fact that Sam keep throwing $50 and trying to get me fucked up. You stop laughing, Bishop. I'm a man of my word. And if you tell me these 50 gonna make me drink, you shut up laughing too, Brian. I see you down there laughing and shit. Thought you was my friend. I'm gonna get drunk. Go ahead, angry man, as I take another drink of this elixir.
So here's my thing, right? With this, right? And I'm not saying you did this, but I don't know why people think just because I'm heavily critiquing black people, that mean I think white people ain't never did shit wrong. Because that ain't the case with me. I can't speak for everybody else, right? If I see white folk doing something that's bugged out, I'm gonna say something about it. I'm gonna say that's
not at me, but I'll take it.
I'm gonna say that's messed up, and it is what it is. But the way my mind works is, why am I gonna waste my time constantly critiquing a group of people that I do not belong to and ignore the group of people that I do belong to? If black people feel like white people are their opposition, right? Why am I gonna try to coach the opposition? Why am I not gonna speak to my own people? Why am I gonna waste my time trying to make white people better When what I really should be talking about is what my people are doing that I know is a detriment to my people. The problem is every time one of us brothers do that, we get put in the same category as a racist white man. Oh, you hate black people. I ain't never tried to school nobody that I hated, ever. Why would I waste my time trying to help somebody that I hate by pointing out the shit that, and let's be real, we not no weak group of people. You sugarcoat shit for black people, they ignore you. They ignore you. They not gonna respect nothing that you said. If you go down there, if you got the shirt nerds over niggas, right? If you was a straight up square, straight up nerd, and you was in the house all the time, and when you finally graduated high school, you went to college, and then you come back to your neighborhood, them niggas ain't listening to you. But if you somebody that did a bid, or if you part of the nation, they'll listen to the brothers in the nation. But the only reason they listen to the brothers in the nation because they know the brothers in the nation don't play. So you can't sugarcoat shit for black people. So a lot of times y'all misinterpret when we talking shit to black people as, oh, y'all hate black people. No, that's the only way they gonna listen.
This is my issue.
Hold on before you go again. God, dog, I don't know what kind of job Sam got or what trap or bando he worked at. He keep doing it. And my liver's telling me no. But Sam keep hitting the donates. I don't want to hurt my body, but there's bills that I gotta pay. Woo! Man, this here drink is strong. Wish he had bought me wine. I'ma go.
My issue is I don't have a problem with that because I talk about accountability on my channel as well, and I go in and I do it more from a more historical basis. The reason why I got the Nerds Over Niggas shirt on because I have my organization, my Urban Nerds, my foundation I have here in Philadelphia, and we use words like Nerds Over Niggas, urban nerds, not urban shooters, because I believe that if you change the way that they speak, you can change the way that they see themselves. You change the way that they see themselves, you change their outcomes. Right. So we sent 7 kids to college last year. You know, we got a STEM organization. I got a robotics club with Drexel University. Like we actually out here doing real work. The problem that I have is when I watch online, I see a lot of these spaces have a bunch of white folks in there. When we talking about our issues, with white folks speaking on our issues, or like today, we on here talking about freaking Charlie Kirk as if we both from the hood and we ain't got no brain. We know what this dude is saying. And I don't even I'm past the point where I ain't even playing games with them folks. Like we know what them folks is, man. Yeah, we got our issues. I'm in the hood. I'm down there where the shootings are, where people don't want to come. I'm down there with Umar Johnson's father. We taking over drug blocks. We got the Hug the Block program that we do. We go our black fathers. We go and we take over the corners. But I come on here. You got Negroes defending Charlie Kirk.
It's not.
Wait. I'm gonna have to call foul on you. Hold on. I gotta call foul on the play. Number one, Sam. Hold on. Sam did want to say. He said this is for the pink shirt with her fine self.
Oh shit.
So George,
shit.
He did.
Thank you.
I'm not.
But I do want to say this. You said Umar.
Umar Johnson. Hold on. Listen. Umar Johnson's father. He's like a mentor to me.
So what would you denounce Umar right here today on the show?
Yeah, don't mess with no Umar Johnson. He's a weirdo. He's a weirdo in the city. He's able to move around the way he moved because of his father. His father is the one that got the name. That's why he was able to infiltrate and do what he did.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm gonna show you. He ain't nobody, man.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
I was gonna say this last part, and I'm gonna land 2 seconds. I'm not arguing with no black people about no damn white man, especially online. I'm just not doing it. About no white man that I'm not a dummy. I know what he said. And when he made that statement about the Civil Rights Bill and about the parts that's in there, I'm well read when it comes to that. He was being racist. I know exactly what that meant. And I knew I respect A. Philip Randolph and what the Pullman Porters fought for. And why you had, yeah, of course you would, because you light skinned, you probably had white. And like I'm saying, I respect A. Philip Randolph. I ain't let nobody disrespect my ancestors. He was a very great man. And if it wasn't for him, he created the black middle class. So when we had these discriminatory practices and black men had to bond together to create their own stuff, this is where you had that wording put into the Civil Rights Bill. He knows that because he's an attorney, and he went out and he spoke against that. So no, I don't rock with him, and I'm not going to argue with other black people over no racist white man. I'll talk to you.
Okay,
so offline, but not in front of other black
people. So here's the thing, right? You said a lot. The problem is this. First and foremost, like I don't have that same thought process that a lot of y'all brothers still have. I don't believe that every white person is a devil. I don't believe that white people are the opposition. I don't believe stuff like that, right? What I believe is a person, regardless of what they got going on, regardless of what skin color, whatever, like people are people. They're gonna be good, evil, whatever, right? But when it comes to this whole situation, I don't know Charlie Kirk personally.
Real quick,
you understand?
Angry Man, if you look on
I feel you ain't gotta do the
Hey, listen, y'all been cutting Angry Man off all night.
That's one of the black. That's George. Father with the arrow point.
He's saying all that don't matter right now. He's saying you gotta
George, you might not remember this. You don't got to do that. I know your whole resume.
Okay.
I know you do work in the community. I know all of that. We done had little conversations before. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But look, here's the thing. And I salute you for what you're doing, because a lot of brothers ain't willing to do that. You feel me? But my thing is this. I don't know Charlie Kirk personally. I never had no conversation with him, was never on a panel with him or none of that. What I'm defending is decency. That's what I'm defending. What I'm defending is decency and common sense. Like, I wasn't raised to celebrate nobody's death. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? And for people to go out of their way to celebrate that man's death is nasty work. That shit is crazy to me. Now, as far as what you said about the civil rights thing, we could have a whole conversation about that. Because me personally, I'm like, okay, I get what you're saying about that particular portion of the civil rights bill. And I get why it's there based upon how white people operated before, where they would use little loopholes or whatever to still be racist. My question would be, do you legitimately believe that Charlie Kirk in this day and age, not being the white man from back then, is legitimately like, yeah, I know that's there for the purpose. I know it was there for the purpose of being racist. So that's why I'm against that one particular part. Do you genuinely believe that?
Yeah, because he's an attorney, and this is the thing. Everything is done in context. When he's making a statement, and he's making a statement based off a question that's asked, and he's not giving context as to why that's there. He's just telling you why he don't like it. The people he's talking to don't even know what that is. So they just run with it as if
he also didn't. But he also, in all fairness, he also didn't say specifically. He said it was too broad. So it wasn't like he said he had an issue with it because it was too broad. It wasn't as specific as it needed to be. So in that moment, he could have been going in either direction.
Why would I give him what I'm saying, Angry? Why would I give this man the benefit of the doubt? Who was he to get the benefit of the doubt based off of him being an attorney? He knows the effect that had generationally, especially in the system of capitalism, where wealth was passed down.
I got a question
We
for
wasn't
both of y'all.
allowed, we wasn't able to acquire wealth on so many different levels of how whites acquired wealth after World War II, going all the way down through the 60s with affirmative action coming all the way to now. He knows this. So when he makes a statement, he's not an ignorant person. He's well aware of what he's saying and how he's saying it, knowing he's talking to people that don't understand what he's saying.
He's not an ignorant person, but that doesn't mean he's not an ignorant person, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's not oblivious to certain things. If he's a white guy that grew up in America, if his experience isn't that, what you're talking about, what we're talking, everything that we know because we're black and we grew up being taught all of that and understanding all of that because that's our plight. That's not his plight. So we don't know for a fact that he understands all the ramifications of the effects of that particular part of the civil rights bill. He could just be speaking from a purely analytical position and not understanding that. That's the point that I'm making.
And that's all the reason why I wouldn't rock with him then. Then don't, if you're speaking from that position, then don't speak on it at all.
Well, that's fair.
No, what I'm saying is this.
That's fair. But
I had my hand up. I want to go after Corey. Go ahead, Corey.
I'm gonna say this last
Yeah, but
part.
I got a question. Let
me just say this last part to what
my man Brian has not spoken in a while.
I swear I'm gonna be 30 seconds. Under the Civil Rights Act of 57,
that's what she said.
Equal protection under the law, based off of these discriminatory practices in our skin being our sin. So what I'm saying is when he's making these statements and the manner in which he's making it, right, based off of what you're saying, because then it will be made out of ignorance, right? That's part of a civil rights violation. Because you got to be careful that when you have executive orders that's on the books that are supposed to protect us based off of this stuff. So you're speaking in, basically what you're saying is he's speaking in ignorance. So I land there. Somebody else want to talk.
But guess what? Guess what though? I'm gonna say this real quick. Then you got it, Brian. But here's the thing, and this is why I said I don't believe he's racist, because the argument that you're raising right now against his alleged ignorance, if the man was alive today and you went to one of his events, he'd be willing to have that conversation with you.
That's what I was gonna say. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
He'd be willing to have that conversation. He wouldn't just dismiss what you're saying.
But that's the thing. Angry Man is saying that he will at least will sit down and y'all can have that. That's why one of the other things I wanted to bring up when y'all was dialoguing. Whatever he says, I think we got to find our self-confidence. Here's why I say this. Because one thing is he can say whatever he wants to. You know, we see him on Twitter all the time. They call us the N-word. They say this, they say that. Me and Tommy sit there and laugh at him because the fact of the matter is we know that we're not the statistic. Even if we are, then we better and we trying to better everything else. They're going to say whatever they want to say. People say stuff even when you up or when you down. Right? They're going to keep trying to, if you're down, they're going to kick you while you're down. But even if Charlie said all of this other stuff, we made it our issue. We came right back to it and made it our issue. One thing is, I think he talked about building the family, American family. I can do that. I did that. I think most of the men on the panel have done that. And if you haven't, you still took care of your children. You did all of these other things. When they talking about, they say black people is this, black people is that. Where's our self-confidence at to where we don't, whatever they say doesn't affect us, because I know that I'm not the statistic. So that's why I'm wondering about that, because now he can go out there and say all this other stuff. And I think that Bishop George, if he was alive, I would think that you or anybody else that had a problem with him will go up there and challenge him. And you may even set the record straight on what he's saying. So the thing that I'm looking at is the self-confidence that he affects us this much. Now we have to go celebrate his death and go to their vigils and say, that's why your homeboy got shot in the neck. This is all other stuff. And y'all brought it up earlier. I wasn't up here, but I wish I was. Y'all brought it up earlier, even more, right? Even when people say we don't want to make this a black on black issue, but Angry Man was right earlier, because if you look at the rap songs or you look at some of the lives or some of the stuff that they put out there, they're taunting each other. That's why your homeboy did. They put it in the song. They say all these different things about your homeboy dead. I'm gonna dig him up. I'm smoking on FBG Duck. I'm smoking on Duck Duck. I'm smoking on.
I don't want to cut you off, every time a motherfucker say I don't want to cut you off, and then they cut you off, they really do want to cut you off. They just saying it. It's some stupid shit. I do want to cut you off. Let me say that. Yes, I want to cut you off. But you got Corey and my man Brian who gonna go next. Both of them are from Chicago.
That was just me. Go
Now,
ahead, but Brian.
Corey, both of y'all are from Chicago, and both of y'all literally where drill music was made, and drill music's whole thing was it not, Corey? Disrespecting
Disrespect.
the dead.
Yep. I'm smoking hookah like Tuka. That was a direct thing. That was directly to another gang in Chicago where we're talking about each other, and we are and very disrespectfully, right? They will go. They will do all type of stuff. Dig up graves, piss on it, shoot the grave, shoot the not just the grave, but shoot the tombstone.
Smash the baby mama on the grave, on the tombstone.
Exactly.
What?
This was all the disrespect.
That bitch came on my show, but she came on my show. She said it was a stunt.
Hold on, man. Did you really say that?
Yes.
Smashing the baby mama on the tombstone?
Yes. These are all things that they did.
That's
crazy. That's crazy.
And so when Angry Man, so when y'all were talking about it earlier, that this is that these dudes are doing this, you're seeing it. We see it here. We see it in the videos. There's a whole Reddit thread that's dedicated to Chirocology, and they talk about who shot who. They talk about who dissing who, and then we talked about mass shootings because I was sitting back there for a minute listening. Talked about mass shootings, and we say white people do that, right? We always say white people do that. Well, Mellow Bucks, there were 14 people shot at her album release party. 4 killed.
Yep.
You call it a mass shooting. Why?
Yep.
Ooh, say that again, Brian.
I said, and they didn't call that a mass shooting.
God.
And why? Because it was
And
gang
Charlie
related.
Kirk is asking that question.
That's right.
Drive-bys are never considered mass shootings.
And see, here's the crazy thing. Here's the crazy thing. If like the conversation that me and George was just having about what Charlie Kirk really meant when he was talking about he was against that one part of the Civil Rights Act, right? Or the Civil Rights Bill. Guess what? George and nobody else can challenge him and figure out what he meant because somebody blew his head off.
Damn.
Yeah.
And another thing,
that's the entire point that I've been making on my show. It's like, bro, even if he said something that you found, to be vague or whatever, we'll never know because somebody shot him.
That's right. And speaking of shot,
A white person.
Again, another shot.
Hey, George.
Shot. Hold on a second. Ghostface Trucker Ashawn, who's verified supporter, shouts out, put $50 on it, says whites are ahead in publicized mass shootings, but broken down to one that aren't publicized, the score would be 31-28, not 52-21. Three more shot in a mass shooting. Now, again, that talks about what they were saying, which is we don't count things like shouts out to the brother. And again, because Brian and Corey are from Chicago, y'all know who I'm talking about. Brother Tyson Gay lost his daughter.
Yep.
This brother lost his daughter who was just at a funeral to do the praise dance is what it's called.
Yep.
They shot her at the fucking funeral.
Yep.
And for those who don't know who Tyson Gay is, Google him. He at one point was the fastest man on the planet.
Yep.
Yes, that's a sprinter, right?
So,
Hey, for
Yeah.
clarity,
That's crazy. That's like a mob hit.
Imagine losing your daughter while she's doing something. She ain't being ratchet. She ain't doing nothing but at a fucking funeral.
praising God.
hey, George, real quick.
So hold on.
Let
me finish this up. Hold on.
But wait, it gets worse. Apparently, I'm supposed to take 2 shots because
Hold
Sam. But hold on, because Sam Boogie says bank stopped me from sending cash. Damn, the bank done told this man he can't send no more cash apps. So he's sending Rumble rants. He said he's an air traffic controller.
Damn.
In the motherfucking Navy. So what we gonna do is pour 2 shots because I'm like JFK. At a certain point, too many shots to the head, I'm gonna die.
Man, that's
Tommy, what the
Hey,
fuck?
hey, George, can you hear me?
Put it in your
Go
left
ahead.
hand,
Y'all got
Tommy,
the
and take
floor.
it back.
Hey,
Put it in your
George.
left hand, take a shot. Back to the left.
Yeah, when you keep saying that Charlie's an attorney and knows better, you know he was 31 and dropped out of junior college, and he ain't took no bar exam. I just want to put that out there because
He was never attorney.
he was never an attorney. He was never an attorney. I just want to put that out there because we spent a lot of time arguing when we was talking with Cap about things that all I was trying to say was, let's go listen and verify about what we talking about. You
Well,
know, but
Dion,
that dude
let me
was
ask
not
you
an attorney.
something. If he dropped out of junior college, what's senior college or sophomore college or freshman college?
Hey man, take you another drink, man.
That's the liquor talking.
You know, honestly, I
that's
think
alcohol.
Do this shit.
to be honest with you guys, though, I
but-
think this whole black-white thing that's going on with Charlie Kirk is it's orchestrated. It's being manufactured to take the.
I didn't think it was a black and white thing. I thought it was a left and right.
Let me finish, please. I think it's orchestrated the whole black-white thing and all this hate going on just to get people to take their focus off of the trans radicals that are doing this.
That's true. I agree.
Straight up, because right now we have a serious problem with people that are mentally ill being allowed to go out on the streets and do whatever they want and not get any clap back for it.
Yep.
And not to mention, everybody in the Alphabet Mafia has been riding the coattails of the black struggle for the last 10 years.
Well, you think about this though. The reason why it's the black people, when Brian was saying, why the fuck is y'all getting involved in shit because y'all don't know no better? 90-something% of blacks voted to the left. You had 80-something% or 70-something% of black men that did that. We talk about 90-something% of the women. So you got 80% of the black people that all vote to the left, Democrat. Most of the bullshit that's going on, all these crazy people, their home is on the left side. They ain't welcome on the right side. They don't want to be over here. So that's the reason why when you're looking at this shit, the only thing that's making it black and white is because most black people identify on that side. Not to say that we support that shit, but we jump out there and we want to run our motherfucking mouth about shit that we don't understand. That's all I'm saying.
So let me point out a couple of things here.
When you make that statement,
when we talked about earlier about the black on black crime thing and how we had the PowerPoint with the stats are that. And if people want to dispute whether the stats are correct or not, we can do that till the cows come home.
Yep.
However, the stats and what reality is, when you go into a highly populated urban black area, the crime is off the chain in Chicago. I don't give a fuck what stats you talking about. You go to Chicago, you go to Memphis, you go to Detroit, you go where these niggas are in highly concentrated areas and the violence is off the fucking chain. So whatever stats we talking about, we can negate that and talk about that all day long. But the problem is still affecting us to the point to where we got 58 people shot in a weekend, 7 dead. Yep. Whatever stat you want to talk about, that don't negate that fact. So you can try to say that whites is doing crime too. I'm in total agreement with that. However, the smaller percentage of us, and especially even smaller percentage of men, and even a smaller percentage of black men, young black men, they are the ones that's killing each other at an overwhelmingly higher rate than anybody else. Because like I've always said, ain't no shootouts happening in trailer parks. Ain't no 37 dead in no trailer park in Montana. Ain't no 37 dead in Peoria, Illinois. You don't have that. You have that in Chicago.
Only if a meth lab blows up.
The state, there you go. Only if the state is going to say, well, stats are showing that the crime is going down. Yeah, it may be going down. However, what we have affecting us on a day-to-day basis, it ain't. So it's like we have to take a look at that and stop trying to hide under the lens of saying, well, if you look at the statistics of this, yeah, but what's actually happening in the neighborhood? We always want to discount what white folks say when it comes down to something that we are against. But if it's something in our favor, then see how they treat us. They always do us like this. Right. All of the references that we've had tonight about how white folks are racist, they have all been references of back in the fucking 60s. Back in the fucking 50s.
So we supposed to forget about it?
No.
What are you talking about? You talking crazy.
That time has
you need to move on.
That time ain't passed.
Hold on.
So they just stop being racist?
Let me finish. That time has passed to the point to where we are empowered now to do us. And we don't want to do us because we too busy doing that. Saying, yeah, see how they used to do us back then in 1972. They used to always, okay, but what are we doing now as black folks, as far as us being able to come together, and white folks is keeping us from it? I'll wait because it's not happening. There is no law. There is no protest. There ain't no cops shutting down black folks from being with black folks. Black folks spending money with black folks. Black folks taking care of black folks. That shit's not happening where black folks live. So we can preach all of that we want to talk about with the civil rights thing and how racism is this and racism is that. Every day in our day-to-day lives, racism is not affecting us to where we cannot come together. We are choosing not to because it's easier for us to jump on to see what white folks did bandwagon as opposed to say, see what niggas is doing bandwagon, because that's what we need to stop. So when they're talking about bringing in the National Guard into a city to stop these niggas in the Wild Hunters and to stop these niggas in Inglewood from shooting and killing each other, these niggas on the west side killing each other, hell yeah, we need to do it because the police ain't doing it. Our government officials that's black ain't doing it. So who the fuck else is? If we ain't picking up no guns and policing our own streets, we sure need somebody to do it. So why not let them come in?
Ask you a question.
No, don't cut him off. Don't cut a nigga off when he rant. Brian, hold on. Don't cut him off, Brian.
We are in a situation.
I dated a bitch from
How you gonna cut him off, Tommy?
Go ahead.
He
cut me off. He didn't cut me off.
Brian and I have an understanding.
Yes.
We spent time at a hotel together.
Come on,
no, but Brian, I dated. Where was I during my movie when I did A Fatherless America? Matter of fact, you can go and check it out on Amazon Prime. Where was I?
Southside Wild Hunters and in Inglewood.
Was. Now, how did them niggas treat me though? Very well.
They treated you
because it's niggas like Brian and Corey who are from that environment who understand that it's a problem in that environment. And what did that one brother tell me? He said, we have to walk these kids to school because there were lines they couldn't cross without getting killed or beaten.
Yes, exactly.
In that movie, when I heard him say this, I couldn't believe it. And you remember when I said, it was a dude rolled up on me in a bike. And I said, I didn't know because I'm green, because I'm a country bumpkin from Atlanta. So I thought I could film wherever the fuck I want because this is America, bitch.
Shit.
It's America, Jack.
Shit.
It wasn't America. I got lucky that someone vouched for me.
Yes, he had an escort.
Yes, I had an escort, and it wasn't a woman.
Yes. That was in the other movie. Go to Tommy on the fast. That's in the other movie.
You can keep this up, Tommy. I'm gonna start yelling, "Hi-oh!"
That's why I love Angry Man. And y'all who don't believe it, Angry Man and I had gotten to the point at a certain point. It was fuck Angry Man and fuck Tommy, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's years ago though.
Yes, but y'all don't understand. Life is about evolution. And as a motherfucker gets older, I think black people don't look at evolution. And when I was in Chicago, I noticed they almost embraced me as a second son. It was weird. Maybe it was because I was fucking with a ratchet bitch.
Oh my God.
Them ratchets are kryptonite, aren't they?
Listen, it's something wrong with me.
Yeah.
Y'all remember when what's your boy name? That dude from Chicago who pulled up to my hotel at
Dirty Folks.
Minister Jeff. You talking about Minister Jeff?
Jeff.
Yeah.
He did a video in front of my hotel and said,
I'm outside.
I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Nigga was drunk.
Yes.
Fuck.
Yeah.
As we say in the South, drunker than Cooter Brown.
Yeah.
Cooter Brown is, but
Jeff good people.
Everybody knew what we were saying. We were saying it. But the thing was, I think there's a lot of black folks who, unlike what we believe, understand there's a real problem and want to fix it, but there's not enough black folks for that person. Because I think if you could talk to King Von on an honest moment, and I think they actually did it in an honest moment, what would he say, Brian?
I think that he's a
He's down 63rd.
And and the fact of the matter is he was living in a fucking war zone, and he became what the war zone grows. It wasn't no white folks pushing him to that. Y'all realize this man is literally classified as a fucking serial killer?
Yes.
And died in a mass shooting.
He was FaceTiming and texting a bitch that he was going to kill, and he did, to the point to where he even said he liked her and wanted to fuck her. But he still killed her, and once he did, he was excited about it and went and told his friends what he just did.
And they had her. They had
shot that bitch up.
That's crazy.
They had him in her documentary.
Yes. So it's like we are, and I get what you were saying, Bishop, but we're like the elephant tied to the stake. And the rope has been gone since the fucking 70s and 80s, bro. And we're still acting like we're still tied to that stake of racism. It ain't shit today that a white person can do that I can't. It ain't shit that we can't do as black people that white folks are preventing us from it.
Let's not go back and forth. Let me ask you a question.
Let me say this, Bishop.
I let you go, bro.
Yeah.
We have the most
on and on.
Like y'all did.
Hey!
We have the most millionaires and rich niggas in the history of black folks being in America. But because we are such a small group, we can't be like the white folks. We need to be focusing and doing for us, because the white folks ain't did it and ain't gonna never do it for us. So why even make it a point of contention to bring up how white folks have done us when we as black folks can do us right now and we won't?
I gotta say this to you. I put the brother right there. His name, the M Will Come. He's got a website called the MWill.com. This one of the realest brothers I know.
Yep. Shout out to my man.
Light skinned cat, so you know he crazy and will kill a nigga and eat a nigga neck off.
Hey, I want to ask you and Tommy a question.
But what I'm saying is, I was so surprised that he was at a certain point. He said, "You my dog." Brought his brothers in, like he got his own company and all kind of shit. And he was like, "We gonna back you." And at first he didn't. And let me tell you why. Because he was like, "You on that coon shit, whatever." But then what he started realizing is the mission he was doing damn near mirrored the mission I was doing. You don't want to admit it, but it does. It's hard to back me because I say some wild shit. But if you really care about black folks, you realize what your mama told you. And what did your mama tell you? Your mama said, "I don't care what the neighbors' kids are doing. If they jump off a fucking bridge, would you jump off?" Angry man. He and I stopped beefing because we realized, nigga, we saying the same shit.
Same shit.
Same shit. And once you stop doing that, you realize how much of an adult you become, because the mission is what's most important. Black folks turn away their prophets and kill their prophets all the time. Malcolm X had a problem with whites. It wasn't whites that killed him. People forget that Martin Luther King wasn't stabbed by a white woman. I understand what you're saying, Bishop.
You ain't let me talk. You don't know what I'm trying to say.
No. I'm saying this part. I understand what you're saying, but what you don't accept, it seems, and I'm gonna let you respond.
You don't know.
Why are you still over talking me? I'm what's called a host.
I'm sorry. You speaking for
I'm trying to host you, nigga. No, what I'm trying to set you up. I'm throwing, like, if we were playing volleyball, which is my daughter's sport, that's what she does. I would be setting you up. I'm the Barrera. What's that called? Anybody that plays volleyball, y'all know what that's called. That bitch that runs around. And you stop laughing, Melody. You know who this bitch is. She got a name, and I don't know what she's called. But my daughter
for the spike.
Yeah, she said she says
Bumps that spike.
Ferrero or something. It's messed up, but this little bitch runs around and does that. That's all she does. But I'm trying to set you up and say, because however you want to spike it, you can. But I think that black people don't respect the people who challenge them mentally, who say,
Critical
if you
thinking.
think I'm wrong, dispute it. Tell the world why I'm wrong. Don't call me a coon. Don't say I got a little dick, because I don't, and I'm tired of that shit being floated out there. It's not true. You shut up, Melon. It's not true. Sick of the shit being. Stop laughing, angry man. This is wild. Why am I getting laughed at on my own? Jesus Christ. Anyway,
I've never seen Angry Man blush before.
A lot of us, Bishop, are just wondering. We care enough to tell you the truth because your mama told you the truth. Your mama told you your fucking breath stank. You didn't say hate her. You didn't call her a coon. Your mama made fun of the fact that you had shit stains in your drawers when your family members came over. Your mama made fun of the fact that you had cum stains in your drawers. Maybe it was just my mama, but the point is,
Your mama was abusive. Your mama was
I
abusive.
couldn't control it, mama. I couldn't control it. It was dreams. But the point is, we accept that abuse from mama. We accept that abuse from the black community. But when Angry Man says it, when I say it, when Melanin says it, when Brian says it, it's cooning. But you accept that same that same critique from your own family member. So I'll let you have it, Bishop. Why is it that we accept the critique from family members who tell us, if your breath stink, they say it. They don't say it in a nice way. If your feet stink, they don't say it in a nice way. But a nigga online has to say things in a nice way for you to accept it.
I mean, I separate from the online bullshit as opposed to actually doing real work. Now, this is the thing. I'm gonna ask you a question before I go in. You and the brother,
yes, sir,
with the headphones on. Do y'all think that black people was born with one less chromosome and all the things like H.S. Chamberlain and Madison Grant said about us was right? Was they right what they said about us? Do y'all believe that?
No.
All right, then. So with that being said, what I teach and when I go into these prisons and with our bounce back program and we get these kids signed up for apprenticeship programs and all this kind of stuff, the first thing I try to do is remove the nigga out their mind because they've been conditioned to believe the lie. Now, this is the thing on the premise, right? When y'all ain't cooning for white folks,
oh shit.
I'm gonna speak my mind. The conversation we have now, I don't disagree with. I can't challenge that. I got eyes. I see what go on in Chicago. I'm in Philadelphia. It's just as bad. I'm outside. I know what's going on. We advocate inside courtrooms for these juveniles to get assessments before they get sentenced. I'm in there. So a lot of people do a lot of talking, but they actually not helping their people. They just talking about their people. So what I'm saying is I'm on the ground doing it. I think that I have this. They paint this narrative about our people that we're just the worst. You got almost 1,000 black people in Philadelphia. Last year, they graduated over 12,000 black kids that graduated from school. The news only talk about the murders. They don't talk about when the ratio of numbers compared to how many people we got as opposed to how many black people actually got killed in Philadelphia. So they don't highlight that the majority of black people in these communities are good people that get up and go to work every day. They're not out killing. It's a small percentage that's doing it. They just allowed us in the room. Now, the problem that you have is, and what I teach is, prior to them building suburbs and whites leaving these communities that we actually live in now, they was doing the same thing. They was killing each other. They was the drug dealers. They was doing the drive-bys. You can shake your head, but I'm telling the truth. See, this is the thing. This is the thing. When we talking about our people, and when you was talking, Like I told you, saying is correct. I don't disagree with you. But the minute I said something about some white folks, you just disrespected me while I'm talking, and you just do this because you're not respecting me enough to listen. I'm a black man.
Oh, I didn't disrespect you.
I'm not talking to you, Tommy. I'm talking to the brother. He know what I'm talking
Okay,
to.
thank you.
So listen
Okay.
to what I'm saying to you, so that way you can understand why I'm saying it. Because what you're saying is go on in Chicago. I'm not challenging that. It happens here in Philadelphia. The problem I'm having is reversing the mentality on our people, because they've been told that they're niggas so much they start behaving that way. And I'm trying to tell them that inside these communities that we live in, it's not unique to you. You're not the only people that did it. When you place people in areas with limited resources, right, and put racism and all that kind of stuff on top of it, there's a mentality that come out of that. Ain't nobody I tell them all the time, nobody's dragging you out the house and hanging you at the stake. The problem is you believe that you a nigga, so you act like one. You believe that you can't work with your own people no more. Black dysfunction is profitable for everybody else but us. So I teach that to them. So I don't disagree with that part. We agree 100%. The problem that I have is everything that we're doing is part of American culture. They make movies about it. It's not unique to black people. And when I teach young black boys that they minds start to change, because they've been told that it's just something wrong with them. It's just something wrong with you. They start believing it and they start behaving that way. But see, when you're sitting in these courtrooms with these kids and you get these psych assessments, you start to see it other than it's just these talking points that we do when we come online. When you see these kids acting out, they believe this stuff because they've been fed a study download of it. That's all I'm saying.
But there's
well, hold on one second, both of y'all. First off, Bishop, I like what you did, and you're 100% right. That there's a thing that white culture is built off of. One of the ways that you start a new white nation or a new nation is to what? They are big on murdering motherfuckers, are they not?
Mm-hmm.
They are. Y'all say whatever y'all want to about whites. Whites believe if shit ain't going the way you want to. Mary Antoinette. What happened to Mary Antoinette? For those who might not know, again,
Off with the head, guillotine.
I love my black folk that know it. Yes. She said, let them eat cake, and they took her shit off.
They actually had to guillotine her more than once too, because
Okay,
the
so
I want to land right here, Tommy.
Let me go because I'm bringing up y'all some historical stuff. I'm agreeing with you. And second off, Sam is now trying to get me drunk on behalf of Melanin. Fucking weird. And Sam, I gave it to Melanin. Melanin, tell him if I'm lying.
He did. Thank you.
What you got me put in my fucking liver, I gave it to the woman you wanted to have it. Because I told y'all who's supposed to have it is supposed to have it. So to go back to what Bishop was saying, nobody's more pro-black than me because I believe everybody need to eat. But typically the person who believed everybody needed to eat was called a shmoo. And if you look up what the shmoo is, it's a Jewish thing, and that means everybody ate him.
I agree.
He was the one who was sacrificed for everyone, which was Jesus, which was when you look at Martin Luther King and Malcolm X, neither of them got to see their dream. Just like Moses never got to see his dream. I don't believe I'll ever get to see my dream, but I continue to dream. Because when I sleep, when I lay down, my dream gives me solace. So I agree with everything that you're saying, that these white people have done what it is that they do. But the next question is, what do we do?
I was about to answer it.
There you go. Okay. Go ahead.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Everything that the brother was saying that go on in Chicago, that go on here in Philadelphia, and what you was just talking about, a lot of these young people, they believe the lie. They believe that there's something wrong with them. That's why I asked you, do you think that we were born with one less chromosome? They believe it, right? They don't know this story of their history. So they're acting.
You asked Brian that, right? That was Brian you asked, or was it Anger Man?
I was asking both of you guys.
That was me and you, Tommy.
It's like we just stupid.
I would love to respond to this.
Oh,
I'm ready to land because, like I said, I'm inside these courtrooms when these kids get these psych evaluations based off of what the brother was saying that happens in Chicago, in Baltimore, and these different places. And I'm gonna say this because I gotta go. My only issue is I understand what Tommy just said. The problem that, and what I'm trying to say is everything that went on, everything that go on in these cities that we live in, other groups did it first. It's not unique to us. You have a bunch of black people that think that this is just unique to us because the way we're portrayed in the media. And the one group is looked at as just they're perfect, and we're just like these savages running around acting crazy. And like Muhammad said, the first thing I got to do is get the nigga out you. So before we can even get to what Tommy is saying, a lot of this shit got to be a change in the mindset. The mindset have to change. That's why I work with the children, and I bring black professionals in front of them. We got the black inventors, things where we show them all the black inventors and the actual history that they come from. These kids ain't being fed a study download of that. So it has to be a changing of the mindset, man. The mindset is messed up. So that's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is this so-called American urban crime is not unique to black people, but we've been told that. That's the issue.
We gonna do. Well, I want y'all to hold on a second. We gonna do something that I've never been known for, which is we're gonna wrap this shit up. Why are you laughing, Bishop? Why you laugh at me, bro?
Something I've never done before. We're gonna wrap this shit up.
Angry Man don't even take me serious no more. I can't even have a regular discussion with Angry Man. He don't listen to shit I say. He knows something's coming behind that. So I don't think I could tell Angry Man it was 2:30. He wouldn't believe. Go ahead, Angry Man. What's your response to what he's saying?
Y'all Negroes, y'all have no idea how angry y'all make me with these soliloquies y'all go on, because the shit sounds good. It sounds the same. It's the same type of shit that the Baptist preacher do. The shit sound good, but the only problem is there's holes in it. You can pick it apart with no problem. So number one, no, we don't believe that black people have one less chromosome. And while that might be a good point to make for racism, the only problem with that is that's considered pseudoscience, and white people also acknowledge that it's pseudoscience. You Negroes wasn't the ones that put it in the public domain that it's pseudoscience. It was white folks that did that first. They was the ones that said it was bullshit first. I hate that to tell you that, but it's the truth. That's number one. Number two, you talking about these kids and how they don't realize that they not niggas. Well, guess what? They wouldn't have that issue if they had parents that raised them properly.
Thank you.
They wouldn't have that issue. They would not need a Big Brother program. They would not need nobody to educate them on what they're not if they had parents that raised their asses properly, which goes back to what I said before. So number one, and then on top of that, you can't even use that as a legitimate point, because if somebody tells you you ain't shit, there's some people that's gonna be like, well, I guess I ain't shit. But there's some people like me. When I was growing up and people were saying black folks wasn't shit, I didn't believe that shit. I didn't say, oh, we must not be shit.
That's exactly what I was saying.
We ain't shit. I did the opposite. I'm person, you tell me I ain't shit, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the complete opposite. So it's not always the case that just because somebody puts out a negative stereotype about you, you automatically are gonna gravitate to that negative stereotype. And in my personal opinion, that's a cop-out. That's a cop-out when somebody say, well, I'm just the way I am because, you know, that's just, people told me I wasn't gonna be shit. That's an excuse that niggas use to explain away their own bullshit. Now, while it's cool to have programs where you educate these kids, that's not where the problem is. The problem isn't these children's self-esteem. The problem is the broken black family. That's the damn problem. And until we fix that shit, all we doing is putting Band-Aids on shit.
FatherlessAmerica.com.
Oh, thank you, Brian.
We got to fix that shit first. So this whole thing Like, look, we don't live in the age of pseudoscience anymore. All of that shit, what is it, phrenology? All of that crap that white folks used to say back in the day, that shit has been debunked by both black and white scientists. So that shouldn't be nobody's damn excuse. That's all of
And
that
that's
is
why I was
bullshit.
shaking my head. That's exactly why I was shaking my head, because
why
the
you
point you
even
was
ask why
making
you
and what you were doing
Why did I
is
ask that?
commendable, bro. It's
Pseudoscience had
commendable
nothing
to
to
what
do
you
why
was
I
doing.
asked that. You using pseudoscience as if I was using that to make a fact. I asked that question based off of the context of the conversation. I was only asking that was when I asked the brother right down there in the corner,
Right.
based off of, do you think it was stupid? Because based off of what white folks said in the past, our level of intelligence was based off of how much white blood we had, or we had no intelligence. So when
But we
I
know that's
said,
horseshit.
when I asked the question, so what I'm saying, when I asked the question, it had nothing to do with pseudoscience. I just
But
asked.
we know that, but that's what that was.
It was stupid.
But that's what
Yeah,
that
but
was back
that's
in the
what,
day.
and that's why
what
I
that
was
was.
shaking
That
my
was
head, because the
pseudoscience.
point you was
But
making.
what I'm saying, Angry Man, was you took it in that context. I wasn't asking that based off the topic of the conversation. I was only asking, do you guys think that we're stupid?
Yeah, no, but that's what he was saying. That's what he was saying, though. And that's why I was shaking my head, because what you were saying and the point you was making, bro, it is commendable with what you're doing. But you're talking about the multitude of children that you're dealing with, the multitude of young men that you're dealing with. That problem isn't about you educating them. That problem is about them having fathers to educate them. Because no matter what you're going to say that you can do, you can't reach them all. I coached Little League Baseball in my community for over 20 years. Yes, I deposited something positive into the kids that I was around in my community, but I ain't got shit on a daddy. If all of those kids had fathers, I wouldn't have anything to even compare to that, because that's where the true impact is. You can reach and teach until the cows come home, bro, and it's commendable. I ain't hating on that at all. But the thing is, in order for us to change our situation, we have to change that by changing the foundation. We are rehabbing and we are rebuilding on a fucked up foundation, and we're trying to okay and excuse that part by saying this what happened to us 400 years ago in slavery. This what happened to us when white folks was doing this to us, the segregation. All of that is it's meaningless if we ain't willing to go to the foundation, and the foundation is us. We have to fix us. Nobody else. No system, no white folks, no. There's nothing that's going to fix us but us. And until we're willing to go down to the foundation and start from there to fix it, all of the shit we're doing is eventually going to get fucked up, because it's built on a fucked up foundation. That was the whole point of what Charlie Kirk is saying. You shouldn't give a fuck one way or the other about what Charlie is saying, because if it's something that he's saying that's a fact, take that and that's what it is. If it's something that you disagree with, fine, it's what it is. He's a white man telling you what his perspective is. And we should be doing the same about us and everything else. That's what the whole premise about why people were so pissed off about why you gonna kill a man because of what he's saying, whether you disagree or agree. He don't deserve a fucking 30-06 in his neck. And if you're gonna do that, and if that's how we're gonna live, then it's gonna be up no matter what. And it's way more of them with working guns and know how to shoot than it is us. That's why Tommy was saying what he was saying earlier about us being the smaller group. We kind of need to shut the fuck up and just work on our shit, because when we try to play the game and go to the big leagues, it ain't enough of us to do it. So why even antagonize it? Why poke the fucking bear when the bear's fighting the other bears? I'm over here. I should be watching and saying, "Ooh, I'm glad I'm not over there in that fight." But we want to be the ones to go over there because we feel we have a right to, because we've been afflicted back 400 years. And we don't. We got to move past it if we're going to ever change. I'll land.
But that's why I asked you the question. I want to ask you the question again. I'm going to ask it again for you or Angry Man, either one of y'all. Based off of what you just said about the foundation and the black family, when I asked the question, now we're going to keep in the context. When I said, are we born with one less chromosome? Do we got something missing in our brain? Is there something wrong with us? Why can't we do it based off of what y'all was saying? It seemed like everybody else can do it. Why can't black Americans do it? Is there something?
You know why? I can answer.
I think something is wrong with us.
I got you. I can answer it. You know why we can't do it? You know why we can't do it? Because unlike the Asians, Latins, white folk, every time somebody black opens their mouth and critiques black people, we coons, sellouts, and all types of other shit. Every time we diagnose the problem and say this is what it is and this need, we can't even even come up here and check our own women without other niggas coming up here talking about some, don't talk about black women like that. Even though they see the bullshit. If we
I told a person
correct,
about the
if we
fucking mayor of
can't correct
Chicago,
each
and
other,
they told me I was tearing down a black man. This
yeah,
motherfucker
if
literally
we
has
can't
bankrupted the city.
critique
And they
each
said,
other,
you shouldn't
we
talk
can't
about him
correct
because you're
each
tearing him
other.
down. That's it.
I've been
You
married.
can't do it. You
I'm
can't
50
do it.
Black
You're really not
race
willing
is
to do it.
I'm 50 years old. I've been married
black
to the
race
same
is the
black
only
woman. I've
matriarchal
been married to the
race
same
ran
black
under
woman for
matriarchy.
25
That's
years.
why we having all
Right?
these problems.
What I'm saying is I'm 50. I grew up in the hood, right? I may have disagreeing opinions as to the way we apply certain things, right? I may agree with the premise and the totality of the conversation, but the application of it, we may disagree. I've been married to the same black woman for 25 years. I'm a black man in the community. So when I ask the question, because I look around on my block, it's two fathers is in the house. There's one African that lived directly across the street from me, and another brother that lived down the street with his wife and children. On a block here in Philadelphia, where we live in row houses, it might be 40 houses going this way, 40 houses going the next way. It's only 3 men in 3 of those households, right? And I've been with the same woman for half my life. I'm asking the question again, right? Because there are people that's married.
Okay, but here's the problem. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. Here's the problem, right? So you have that situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm also married.
Right.
But I can't base my situation off of what the rest of these brothers is going through.
That's why
what the rest see here, we can never the problem is we can never have an honest conversation about it, because every time we try to have the honest conversation, black folk get in their feelings, right? So number one,
get shouted down.
This issue that's going on, it's not like we don't have a model. If we go back to the 50s and the 60s, push Jim Crow aside. See, the reason why we can't adapt the model that worked for our forebearers is because whenever we look at that era, we only focusing on the racism. We never look at that era and focus on what we did as black people that worked in spite of Jim Crow. Because what we're doing right now ain't what them black folks did. What we're doing right now, we now have a situation, and here's the thing that annoys me with brothers, any brothers that's pro-black. The fact that brothers get up here and pretend like they didn't see the whole psyop to make black women disrespect their men that got us in this situation in the first place is amazing. Y'all pretend like y'all don't even see that shit. You have a day and age now where the average brother, women will say, well, we don't submit to the brothers and we don't do this because the brothers ain't accomplished this, ain't accomplished that. But if somebody like me gets on the panel who is a breadwinner, which is what they claim they want, who does pay 100% of the bills, which is what they claim they want, who is married, which is what they claim they want, who did raise his children, which is what they claim they want, they still don't even show me no respect.
God, dog.
So how the hell? Why the hell would any other brothers, young brothers, looking at that? Why are they gonna say, well, why should I do everything Angry Man do? I'm not doing that. He a simp. And you know why he calling me a simp? Because regardless of everything I've done that sisters claim brothers should do, I'm still being disrespected. So why would they invest that much into that situation when they know they still gonna get disrespected and treated like a boy?
Before I let
everything that you said, it still makes the black community responsible for the outcome, not the white man. I also want to say that I will appreciate the day when we talk about history and slavery as history, something to reference, and not like something we lived through. We did not live through that. You actually disrespect the ancestors by talking about it like you walked through it. You did not. They went through what they went through to give us the opportunity to have what we have now, and we don't take advantage of it. I heard you mention that you're married, Angry Man is married. That's like a needle in a haystack. Okay, the black woman is extremely unruly.
24 years.
She does not follow the black man. She does not listen. She does not submit. She thinks it's some sort of death wish. So while I've been listening to you guys for a while, and it keeps trying to get pinned to the white man, but we are the problem in our own community, not them. We shouldn't even be talking about them because there's no unity or nothing amongst us. That's correct. We have our
That's why I
own
said
problems to be worried about. Even the man that we saw in the video earlier, where he got up on the statue and depicted what happened. The first thing I thought was that's a fatherless young man. That's the first thing that I thought. Everything,
And
every
that's the
thought
black
after,
woman that
every
said
thought
that.
after was
Black
an
woman is
afterthought.
God. The black woman is God, George.
I want y'all to let that hold on. Y'all let this black woman continue to I listen. My daughter will tell y'all I like being at the grill. But with her mama making that fucking Guyanese shit, I step away from the grill because that's what she does. Melanin, this what you do. Keep on going.
Yeah, it's offensive because my dad actually fled a slave plantation in Arkansas. And he didn't carry on like this. He came to California, made a better life, got 3 homes, left us inheritance, never spoke it. He spoke for us to know, not for us to hate the white man. He's never clocked in for the white man. He was his own business owner, his entire life. And how does somebody that lived through that have a better mindset about what they actually lived through than the way that we talk and we didn't live through that? That's what I understand your passion, but we didn't go through that. You want us to know the history so we never forget about it. But we have no financial stability. We have black men out here that don't know anything about fixing cars, infrastructure. We have other things to worry about rather than keep preaching about something that we did not go through.
Y'all making my point. That's why I asked the question. It's funny how y'all heard what I said because I ain't speaking Japanese. I'm speaking English. I asked the question. I said, when I started talking, I asked the brother down there in the corner, and I asked because I'm not on here to try to be right. Hold on. I'm not trying to be on here. I'm asking a question, not just what I think. When I said, based off of everything that we talk about, this white man got nothing to do with this. I'm asking, based off everything we're talking about, is there something wrong with us? Why
is something wrong with the black woman?
I say yes.
It's something wrong with the black woman.
Something was wrong with us.
Oh, y'all gonna listen? Hold on. It's 2 people in the fucking ring right now. They're in the pit. Bishop and Melanin. And Melanin had a response to you, Bishop. And I want to see what you think about it. Melanin, say it again.
No, I heard
the problem is the black woman. That's the only one that keeps changing. The black man hasn't changed. It's the black woman that keeps needing to evolve and change.
I disagree with that big time, and I'm gonna tell you why I disagree with that. I agree with the black woman being a problem, 100%. I got eyes. I see she's way out of control. But I believe in the house of dysfunction. Mama in the front room, the son in the back room, and the sister in the middle room. We all dysfunctional as hell. We're not coming out of the same house, and it's just something wrong with the woman and not the man. Not up under the system. No, black men don't get along, nor do they stick together, nor do they build anything. Our sisters out of control. We have a whole system that's messed up. When the boy gets up and brushes his teeth, puts his clothes on, go outside, there's nothing connected to him for his growth and development that's connected to his people. We got to go outside of ourselves to get everything that we need. That's within our communities. So is our women out of control? Yes, I agree with that. I would never challenge that. But our men are out of control too. This thing is dysfunctional as hell. And
but that's not my place as a woman. That's for you guys as men to hold one another accountable. That's not my place to be telling black men, that they're out of order. I'd be out of order. So I stick behind what I said, and the black woman is what is out of order for me.
I got you.
Bishop, how you feel about a woman saying this? Who's saying open? Bishop, let me ask you, how do you feel about a woman who's openly saying, "You're the man, this is your job"?
Say it one more time. I didn't hear you.
She's saying, as a woman, "You're the man, this is your job." She putting it in your hands.
Well, that's my household now. I run the show. I take care of things. I was raised by my father up until he died all my life. That's what I know. I got 4 kids, 6 grandchildren. I'm a father. I'm a grandfather. I'm a man. That's what I don't know. I'm old school. They probably call me toxic. I don't know anything else other than that of being a man. So that's
Bishop, do you think that your life is better off from how you were raised compared to the other 40 houses that's on your block?
Oh, absolutely. That's why I asked the question that I asked.
And so that's what, when you was asking that question about the chromosomes and things like that, if we say yes and we agree with that, but what do you think someone like Charlie Kirk has as far as an impact on them 40 houses that you got? When we clearly see what the problem is, and we're going out to intentionally go fuck with him and concern ourselves with his business and what he's doing, then what we can be doing on our, I'm just saying what those, not you, but them other 40 houses should be doing.
No, I'm gonna answer it for you. I think the problem, I agree with the assessment of what you're saying, right? Based off of the context of what you're saying. I think when you deal with people that don't have the remedy to solve their own problems, a lot of times 90% of the time they make emotional responses to things because they deal in a lot of trauma. So when you see our communities and the way that it operates, you can clearly look at it and see that these people don't have the remedy to solve problems. And this is why they behave in the manner in which they behave. It's not hard to figure out. So when people see, okay, Charlie Kirk, and it seems like he's antagonizing the community, they respond that way. I disagree with it because I believe when I teach, I ain't worried about them white folks. I can teach history and say what they do, but in my everyday life, I'm not thinking about them. I use my history as not a crutch, as something to actually empower me because of what we've been through. And I know the opportunities that I got now because of people like Fannie Lou Hamer and Benjamin Hooks and so many people of the past. I honor that. A lot of our
that was one of my opening statements.
So what I'm saying is the history become a crutch. It become a crutch. So when you see the behavior is based. The answer is the behavior is the inability to solve problems, bro. That's why they're paying attention to so much shit they shouldn't be.
So if that's the case, and we are in agreement with that,
yes,
that should be the first thing out of our mouth. That should be the response to all of the debauchery that we see, to all of the negativity that we see, to all of the fuck shit that goes on. That should be our response, as opposed to saying, well, America has this problem. America's inherently done this for decades, and America has always been our response needs to be to concern ourselves with ours and our own first. I can't go talking about what you got going on and what y'all did to me 75 years ago when I got problems in my own house because my kids don't have a father. I can't be concerned about going to a vigil to fuck with them white folks because I think it's funny and I got the right to do it. I say what I want to say because it's up like that. That's what I do when I don't have a father in my home to take care of my children and I'm not building a family, because that's what makes the difference and that's what makes the impact. That should be the first thing out of our mouth when any black person steps out of line, when any black person does some fuck shit. It shouldn't be, oh, well, she's a single mom, we need to help her. It needs to be, this what y'all don't need to do because this bitch should have been at home with her husband, and the fact that she don't have one, that needs to be her focus, as opposed to worrying about what this white person is doing over across the way, talking to a bunch of college kids, and she ain't even in college. That's what we need to be saying first to correct the behavior and the problem that we're having, as opposed to finding these idiosyncrasies and picking these little pieces out. He was a racist. So fucking what? It was just like with the president. People were more concerned about Donald Trump and saying he's a racist as opposed to what he's talking about doing for you. We went and voted for a bitch who couldn't complete a sentence because she's black. And we're that stupid as opposed to say, time out. We need to go and say, hey,
was she really black though?
What is this going to do for us? Well, they just keep saying it. What is this shit going to do for us? That's our first concern. Not how this person makes you feel, not how cool this motherfucker is. That's why y'all love Obama, because he's a cool black man. We need to stop giving these excuses and making credence for these motherfuckers to do the shit that they're doing or to make excuses for what they're doing and say, no, stop, time out. Bitch, where's your husband? That's your first problem.
Hey.
Can I say this to you, though?
Well, let me say this one thing.
You know what I'm gonna do? Look. If I don't leave this show, I'm gonna be a lonely ass nigga. So I need to leave this show so this doesn't happen. Y'all need to understand this because we're 4 hours and 42 minutes in, and I can't go around with no Sahara Desert penis. Stop laughing. This is not happening to me. I'm not letting y'all do this to me.
I heard
the
that.
fuck is wrong with you, man?
I'm just
okay to take a
He's
break
saying exactly what he's supposed to be saying.
Hey, Tommy.
Thank
I'm glad you asked it because I was about to myself.
The hell if I sit up here and let y'all niggas stop me from having a wet penis.
Hey, Tommy. Well, let me say this to you, Tommy, from a hardcore pro-black, to you and the brother next to you. But based off of what he said and the stuff that you teach, Tommy, and the conditions of our community, it's coming from a hardcore pro-black. There is no fixing the black community. You can't fix it based under this system and under our thought process. The only way you can fix this community, it will take certain groups of black people to band together to provide services for their own people. We would have to we would have to stop going outside of ourselves to get things we need. Our life has to be predicated on each other, like other groups operate, and then do work with the system. We're the only ones that go outside to get everything that we need. So until that, I'm telling you, as a pro-black that love black people, you ain't fixing nothing. The community gonna be the way it is. It's just wasting time. So I don't know how you fix the family. I don't know how you get the woman to check or the man or men to trust each other to want to work with each other, right?
I know how to do it. I know how to do it.
Is that they
I know how to do it. When you have voice, let me say this: when you have voices like Melanin, who are speaking and saying, he should lead, she should talk. Because as a man, let me tell you something. I get more pussy from other niggas talking about me than I do from talking about myself. And this is the truth. Bishop, haven't you noticed that the more niggas hate on you, the more women want to talk to you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they do all the marketing for
you. Especially when they know you married.
That's it. So what we have to do is understand who we're promoting. And black men promote the wrong shit and then wonder why we get the wrong result.
Thank you.
Okay, you agree with me.
Thank you.
Okay, well, shit. What the fuck? We should say nothing else because that's all I was saying. We will promote shit that destroys us. Brian, am I lying? Have I that not been my message for years?
For years.
Who gets top billing when we do a show, Brian? You or me?
Me.
Because I'm the whore.
Yeah, and I'm the guru.
I have no problem doing this. Why? Because I know right from wrong. And I don't mind being the foil. The WWF has lasted as long as it's lasted because someone says, I'm okay if I lose. Black folks aren't okay if they lose. Mm-hmm. You need a motherfucker that's willing to sacrifice. All these black folks say they love Jesus. Did Jesus win?
Depends on how you look at it.
That's right.
He lost at halftime.
He lost like a motherfucker, but he won at the end.
Yeah.
Because there was no such thing as Christianity before he died.
Right.
Wow. Yeah.
A lot of niggas don't want to die. And let me tell you what the thing about being a father is. Bishop can tell you, Brian can tell you, Dion can tell you. You know that when that weird ass noise downstairs that sound like the motherfucking alien Earth is in your house, who got to go look it up? Who got to go see what it is?
Every man in the house.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
That's what you do. And not only do you do it, but you do it. Here's the weird part y'all don't understand. He does it gladly.
Right.
Without thinking twice.
Without even,
we are more than willing to die well.
Because he know he get his dick sucked, he get his breakfast made. Am I lying?
Hey, dude, you know what? A random blower is the easiest way to get a man to do anything.
Bishop, no, I'm telling the truth. It is very difficult for me not to see what the fuck that noise is, because I know when I come back, you gonna suck my dick.
That's a fact.
Well, what's fucked up though, I noticed, especially where I used to live, a lot of them dudes, someone I knew, they actually send the girl to go open the door and all of that shit. And it seems like they get the more respect.
But that's these new age dudes. And then y'all listen, like there's some people y'all should listen to. Melanin, a beautiful woman, could do that and still get the same niggas. And she doesn't. I still want y'all to understand. She could be like, fuck niggas, whatever. And more women would follow her and be like, yeah, girl, because she looked good. But she doesn't. She says, no, the man is the important thing. If you want to support something, support that. Support a person who says, I don't have to do what I'm doing, and I'm doing it. Brian has never had to tell anybody I was worth listening to. He could have said, this nigga's a degenerate. Am I lying, Brian?
Nope.
Because this nigga's a degenerate. He could have said, look at all this stupid shit.
Hey, Tommy, can I say something to you?
You can.
Look, right? For long, I'm gonna say this, right? You made a statement about when you went to Chicago and you was in the hood and the dudes that messed with you. I remember I saw a video when you was walking through was it Chicago? No, you was in New York or so. He's walking through the hood and wasn't nobody. You was in Chicago, I think, and they was down there talking to you. You was laughing with them and everything. I'm gonna tell you why. Now, a person like me, if you walk through Philly, right? A lot of stuff that you said online, like I ain't like you. I ain't like none of the stuff that you talk about, right? But I'm gonna tell you why. What I would, if I saw you, I would never disrespect you or do nothing to you. Because first of all, I'm black. We all from the hood. You talk. If I'm in the barbershop, there's a brother that talk just like you. I'm not oblivious to that. So I could not like what you say, but that don't mean I gotta not like you. Do you understand what I'm saying? I know how to draw the line. It's a difference. It's a difference. So when you come to the hood, oh man, that's just fucking Tommy, man. You know he always talking crazy. Because everything that you say ain't wrong. We might just not like the way you say it sometimes. Some things.
Let me give you an example, Bishop. I used to date a girl named Rita G. For those who don't know, Rita G was in a video with Kanye West when she was talking about the lights, flashing lights. Fine ass half breed. Well,
Not
she and I were in a relationship.
That got him out the trunk, was it?
Yeah, look at you.
You lying, man.
She fine. Ain't she fine?
Yeah, she was fine.
Well, that was my bitch, nigga. No. So we was in Philly at the barbershop.
Right.
Niggas see me with this fine ass bitch with a camera in her hand filming me as they're talking to me. And do you know what most of those black dudes say? Because people will tell you, I love Philly so much that when I was in New York, I would stay at the Millennium Hotel. I would drive back and forth from a Millennium Hotel to Philly just to go to South Street to get, you tell me who's the cheesesteak on South Street.
Esky Bibbles. Or you went to Gems.
Look at you.
Or you went to Gems.
He Philly. I went to Gems.
I would have
okay. Because if you didn't have an answer, I was gonna say, nigga, you ain't from Philly.
I'm a Philly all the way through. But Philly, but that's what I'm trying to say to you. Like, Philly's a real dangerous place. But the way you talk, what I'm saying is the way you talk, right? Online. And that's why I'm using the point, because I'm grown. I could not like what you're saying, but I understand it because, like I said, I live in one of the blackest cities in America. Thousands of people that talk like you. And some of them are cousins. That's just. Man,
that's what made me mad about internet niggas. I was like, I'm no different than a motherfucker, because every barbershop I went to, niggas was agreeing with me. You early in the show, I don't know if you was here at the beginning of the show, my motherfucking barber was here. And let me tell you, that nigga will tell you I'm straight ATL and it ain't no white people at that barbershop and nobody fucks with Tommy when he come in.
Well, I changed my stance on you when I saw you with Cat. When I saw you doing the shows with Cat. That's when I changed my stance on you. But like I said, but even if before that, if I saw you in the street, I would never run up, because first of all, I'm not a savage, but I would never run up, because what I'm saying is I know how to separate online stuff from the real world. I could be at Thanksgiving dinner and I have a cousin that might talk like you, and everybody look at him like you're crazy.
Thank you. I tell people all the time, I live in Atlanta. My address is online. Y'all ain't never wonder why ain't nobody ever walked up to my house or fucked with me to this day. Brian, why don't nobody fuck with us in the South?
Because them motherfuckers don't fuck around, nigga.
Everybody got a gun, got dog.
Yep, motherfuckers down there.
I mean, stop saying that shit, man. Stop.
Full
saying
on
fuck around and find out.
Pull up if you want to, but you gonna fuck around. And
my house is a fortress. I put up videos all the time. I let a nigga know you can try it.
Yeah,
man.
This 8,100 square foot of fucking. I'm entrenched in this bitch like these white people.
Stop saying that, man. Stop giving those idiots ideas.
Shut up, Mike.
I be
Stop giving
communist
those idiots
California right
ideas,
now,
man.
outside of LA. But I ain't worried. I with the United Guns of America, so I'm
There you
protected.
go.
Yeah, buddy.
Now, Mike, I feel what you're saying. But you remember when I was in Arizona? Who drove up out there in that desert? No
I
one.
understand, but stop saying it.
I know what you're saying,
Hey,
but
hey,
look,
what you
Tommy,
want to say.
hey, Tommy,
listen,
That's
my
I'm in
last
Atlanta. You know what our mass transportation is called?
MARTA.
And I want to be one day.
But see,
Okay,
Hey,
let me
but Tommy,
hey,
Tommy,
can I
say this real quick?
What I'm saying
Can I
is,
say this
these
real
are
quick, Tommy?
conversations. These are
I'm an
conversations.
idiot. I know. I'm gonna let everybody get their one off before we leave because we gotta leave.
Okay.
And Melanie said, "Nigga, you supposed to left an hour ago."
Yeah, I go
And she's
first.
right. I'm
I
supposed to
just
left
say
an
this.
hour ago. So
Conversation that we
Bishop,
have.
I'm gonna let you have the last word. Go ahead, and then we'll walk everybody down. Go ahead, Bishop.
Conversation I think that we have now is the conversations that I like to have. We can disagree. We all adults. But I think that coming from the communities we come from, we all got things in common. We all understand the arguments, even though we may disagree with the application of it. I just, my more focus is on us as Black people. I ain't really dealing with them the white folks like that. I care more about us, and I'm not arguing with no Black folks over the white folks. We can go back and forth about, because I know that everybody over here love Black people. We just apply things differently. But I like the conversation. I think that we need to have more of these type of conversations.
Every Tuesday.
I'm 100% in agreement with you. Like, I try to talk to people all the time, whether you agree. And this is why I found the Charlie Kirk death disturbing, because he actually let people who believed that they had him dead to rights speak.
Yep.
And that's fucked up, that you could have beat him with your words, but you felt you couldn't. And that fag decided to pick up a gun.
Yep. Don't sue people for lying.
Yep. Brian, go ahead.
I think that what we talked about here and the whole premise of what the show was, it speaks volumes as to where we need to be and what our conversations need to be like. Because like you said, bro, the fact that we disagree, whether we agree, we can find more things in common than we can find that we disagree on. Right. That's what we need to focus on. And no matter what, at the end of the day, don't nobody need to die over what we say to each other.
Somebody said, Ruxpin, Teddy Ruxpin, I guess, Ruxpin piece, said, Tommy, stop running and answer Jerome's question. Why isn't fatherless America accessible to all Blacks, but only the Blacks that support your greed? If the message needs to be out there, and not everybody got it together, money, why still be greedy about it? Well, sir, first off, I'm not greedy about it. If you have Amazon at all, Amazon Prime or anything, you can watch my movie for free. Just go to Amazon Prime. It's actually free. It's right there on Amazon, and it's got a beautiful rating of out of 5. It's a 4.8. Imagine that. A coon has a 4.8. You can go rent it.
Go watch it now.
Thank you. Just go watch it for fucking free. You watch Alien Earth, bitch.
And I'm pretty sure almost everybody on the planet has Amazon Prime.
Thank you. It ain't a motherfucker that don't have. Let me tell y'all the reason why I get Alien Earth. I mean, Alien Earth, but the reason I get Amazon. Alien Earth 2 is my shit. But I get Amazon because I feel like motherfuckers love me when I buy myself a gift and it shows up at my door. It's like it's Christmas.
Them packages are pretty magical now, aren't they?
Right, Dion up there shaking his head. Dion, you don't feel that way when you send yourself a gift. Be honest.
I do.
See,
I do.
It's a one, especially when that motherfucker pull up and you see it on the Amazon app that he's pulling up. It say your Amazon driver will be there, and you get to sit up there.
You take that shit in and call and say you didn't get it.
Ain't it even cooler when you can watch them?
Amazon getting some of my P.O. box this week.
Ain't it even cooler when you can watch them on the app and actually drive down the road to your house?
Coming by Amazon.
I can't believe you said that live on air.
Hey man, that's what niggas do. Man.
You ain't lying because I have done. Okay, let's see who. Melanie, have you done it?
No.
You got it, but told them you had never done it.
No.
Well, say you never received your gift? I mean, your own package?
What about you, Brian?
What is wrong with you, man?
What about you, Brian?
No, I'm with Melanie on this one. No, I have not.
Y'all ain't shit.
No, what about you, Brian?
Hey, look, I'm gonna be 100. I'm gonna be 100% honest, man.
I know it ain't just me, so y'all lying. Y'all some lying ass niggas.
No, I swear to God, I ain't never did that.
Nah, dude, I got like $600 worth of shit in one shipment and said I didn't get it.
Hell yeah!
Oh my God.
You got a refund?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got to keep all the shit for free.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think it's so
I ain't
serious
never did no shit like
that
that.
when somebody's package came to my house incorrectly, I put it out the door so they get.
Oh my God.
Nah, man, somebody's package comes to my house. That's a Christmas gift.
Thank you.
I'll take it to their house. I'll take it to their house.
Exactly.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with y'all. That's a
I
bonus.
like you, Corey.
Yeah, I've done
No,
a refund thing because I mean, I was like, when I'm on the road, I say,
Hey, it ain't my fault. It is not my fault. The mailman delivered it to the
by the
wrong
time I
house.
get there, I call for a
Thank you,
refund.
so
and it'll
man.
come
It's
afterwards.
not my fault that the fucking postal service guy doesn't know addresses.
That's a fact.
No,
Have
that
you
is
ever ordered something
And let's be real. It
So
isn't like
I
let's be real. It isn't like the person who got their package delivered to my house didn't get a refund on their order.
Thank you.
But
yeah, but
no,
have you ever ordered
I deliver
something and didn't
packages.
get it though? That feeling is terrible. I don't want somebody to feel that way if they don't have to.
Well, that sucks to be them.
Hold on. I deliver packages. I used to deliver packages, and I hated that. Right, that when you took it's an honest mistake sometimes. It's not. It's and then I worked too hard, and I think people work too hard for me to keep their shit. They bought it. Let them have their shit. That's their shit.
Y'all
okay.
hate me.
Okay, no. Let me ask you another question. Who of you have scammed the insurance business of the insurance company?
I've never pulled that one off.
Oh shit! I'm all
Hey, man,
I'm all
I
for
don't want to
that
be a
one.
part of this
South
conversation.
Carolina, Rex for checks, crash for cash.
I don't want to be a part of this conversation.
Oh
man.
my God!
I am
We wrap
all
up
for
the
that.
show.
Fuck the insurance
I think we
companies.
need to back
Fuck them.
out this.
I ain't never said I did it, but I know it happened.
This is becoming fraudulent really fast.
Right.
Now, a lot of us gonna go to jail after this. All I gotta say is this. Have y'all seen my beautiful new deck?
Did that come from Amazon?
No, but it sure did come from that damn storm that came through Georgia.
Pipes.
Oh damn, you motherfucker! I ain't mad at you. Fuck the insurance companies, man.
Yep. Man,
They said I was in good hands with Allstate. I was.
Jesus.
Pause.
Even worse, it's so fucking easy to do. It's
Well,
so easy.
I know quite a
Well,
few
my-
people
my
man, back
side-
in the day that used to pay people to crash their vehicles just so they could
Rex
just
for
so they
checks.
could cash in on the
Rex
insurance.
for
Oh my
checks.
Lord.
Crash for cash.
We talking too much fraud, man. I'm a retired cop.
They used to do that. Bo,
Let's change the subject.
that shit was real bad in South Carolina. You go through Columbia or something.
I have no idea.
Man, they tried. My friends tried to get me to do it with the
Hey
18
man,
wheeler,
that shit
y'all.
I said about the Amazon, I was lying. I was lying about the
They
Amazon
tried to
shit,
get me to
man.
do it with the 18 wheeler.
Hey, I'm about to say I'm about to get all this siding done. I can tell y'all that much.
Hey, you know what? I didn't even.
I got a brand new motherfucking house.
I'm gonna
I
be
can tell you
honest
that
with
much.
you. None of us have nearly even hit Jeff Bezos as hard as his ex-wife did, so I'm not even worried about it.
She earned that.
All I gotta say is this: y'all don't feel some kind of way with all the money you're paying insurance and you'll get none of it back.
That's bullshit,
the
too.
problem, man.
That's why I'm
Every
getting new
time-
siding.
No.
Thank you, Corey.
Do you know what the real problem is?
Something that needs to be regulated because I
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know what the real problem is with the insurance I always have? Every time I'm really honest, they do everything to not pay you the fuck out. And that's
Thank
my
you.
fucking problem.
So it was a fight with my insurance. It was a fight. My roof just got done, and my siding about to get done. It was a fight with them. It took about 4 or 5 months just to fight with the motherfuckers back and forth, and they kept on coming back trying to inspect.
Absolutely. So every chance that I get to fuck those guys over, I'm fucking doing it.
Y'all saw what my house looked like.
Amen to that.
Think about it. Y'all saw what my house looked like when I put the fucking video up when niggas was talking about he homeless and he lived with his mama. That shit. Y'all saw the water was coming out the ceiling and shit.
That shit.
Boy, little fucker beating you up, man.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm like,
Tommy,
where the fuck I'm supposed to live outside? Of course, I went back to my family home.
Tommy, if you stay on this live, you probably gonna be getting put out your own house. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there.
Shut the fuck up. They're not gonna, they've already paid. You seen it? They've already paid for it, sir. It's paid.
I ain't talking about that. You better go get with your girl.
No, you might be right. But I want to say shout out to the fact that they put Trex on my back deck. It's new. It's Trex. If you don't know what Trex is, look it up. You never have to paint it. You never have to.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm talking about? Trex is
yeah.
awesome. They did it and they extended my deck.
Really?
There's nothing like having every man wants an extended dick.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man? How did
I think you better, man. You're better off asking them what's not wrong with them. That list is going to be shorter.
If you see it, it's long. It's longer than my neighbors.
Yes, it's wide. Yeah, right.
It's wide, thick. You see the head on it.
It's hard.
The point is, the insurance owes me for years in which I never used it.
Yep. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Oh,
when it comes to insurance, it's all fair game.
Well, it's crazy, man. You look at any kind of insurance and you pay all these outrageous premiums, and then when you go to finally claim, in order to file your claim, you got to pay more premiums. Why do I gotta pay a deductible for something I've been paying for the last fucking 20 years of my life?
Yep. Amen.
Fuck yeah.
And so
you've already gotten probably millions of dollars out of me in the last 20 years, and now you want an extra $500 so you can write me a $10,000 check? Are you serious?
And y'all can look it up, and I'm not lying. Just to let y'all know I'm not lying. Look it up. They canceled. Allstate did, and a lot of State Farm. They canceled a lot of Georgia and North Carolina people's insurance because of what happened when the hurricane came, and it fucked up a lot of our stuff. Well, they paid it, and then they canceled us.
They did the same thing in LA and Hawaii too.
And the moment I started scamming those fucking assholes was when I bought my first car. I had an accident with that car within 4 months, and I had an all risk insurance. So I called up the insurance. I told them what's up. They paid me out. And do you know the next thing they did? They canceled the insurance policy directly. They canceled everything. I couldn't get an insurance with another company because they canceled me.
Oh wow!
Listen to how many people. And Sassy Girl has kind of got the same kind of heritage as you. You have you're Cameroonian. She has a lot of family in Grenada, and she said they did the same thing to them. They did it to me. They literally canceled my insurance after years of being with Allstate and never having to do anything. They never had to pay anything. A fucking storm came through Atlanta. And you then said, okay, we'll pay for that. You're on your own.
Yes. And I felt so fucked over. And when that happened, I was like, oh, it's all fair games now. And the most diabolic shit I did, I had a friend who worked at a computer shop. And he made a bill for me for a computer for like $5,000. I said to the insurance it was broken, so I got that money back and I sold the computer.
And then somebody said, like, what they do is, yes, if you have a loan on your house, if your house still is owned by a bank, you are required to always have insurance on your house.
Yes. Same way with car loan.
Mm-hmm. So what happens when Allstate will cancel your insurance? Your bank will then insure you, but they will insure you at an insane rate. And now your mortgage payment will reflect the insurance that they're charging you at an insane rate. So your mortgage would have went from $1,500 to $3,000.
And they don't tell you that right away either. They tell you that after a while, and you can't figure out why your payments are going up.
Yep. Because you have to have it, and the mortgage company has a right by law to force you to have it. And if you no longer have it, they then add it on their own.
That's the corrupt thing about insurance, is that the law forces us to have insurance. I think if the law forces us to have insurance, then the law should force the insurance to pay out claims.
Ooh.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, but the law and the insurance are in the same boat, so it would never happen.
Yep. And so whenever people say, well, I can't believe you're talking like that, I'm like, fuck the insurance company.
Yes.
Because I've watched the insurance company fuck me with no lube for years. Because I got to pay you and accept it. But when I say, okay, finally I need to use the insurance, you find every fucking way possible to not pay me.
I have to.
I think that's why they said. That's why everybody was
like 500 pages.
celebrating that Luigi dude, Luigi Mangione.
True.
Yes, it was fucked up, but I understood. I understood why.
Look at Mike.
I don't think it was necessarily that they were celebrating him or him killing that CEO. It was they saw the CEO as the face of the insurance agency. So basically,
that's what he's saying.
All people saw was the insurance agency taking the hit.
That's what he's saying. He's saying people had been fucked over so much by the insurance that they didn't feel sorry.
No,
and the government keeps allowing it to happen. They don't do nothing about it. I mean, there's been lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit on these insurance companies, and they still don't put any regulations on them.
And that's the thing. So again, any of y'all have ever had? I have a few properties. I have some in Arizona, Alabama, and here. And let me tell you one of the most difficult things.
Hey, if you want to give one away, I'll take one off your hand.
I'll be in Arizona now. I live in Arizona, so
if you need somebody to take,
used my VA loan yet. Tommy.
I'm just saying, if you need someone to be if you need a live-in housekeeper for one of these mansions you got across the country, I volunteer myself and my family.
I'll let you rent it. I will buy my East Point house.
Damn,
rent
you gonna have a white man working for you? Shit.
Look, y'all ain't never seen them videos I put up where I show them white men out of my backyard.
Yes, I know those ones.
Hey man, I ain't got no problem being his house cracker.
I do it on purpose. I sit down in the backyard and film them white people back there working. I say, well, this is my get back for slavery. But the point is, really, we have to understand a lot of industry. That's which is why I like Alien Earth. Alien Earth basically says in the future, there are going to be 5 companies that run the planet. Y'all don't see that happening now?
I was going to say, aren't we already there?
It's already there. It's already there.
I mean, we got BlackRock, Vanguard. What's some of these other ones? I mean, there's like 5 major heads that run damn near everything.
And a lot of them,
and they all backed by the small hats.
I'll tell you, like in the trucking industry, a lot of these mega carriers, they only actually make up a small percentage of the industry, but a lot of these mega carriers, they actually run multiple companies. They just have them under different names and stuff, holding companies, shell companies, and all kind of stuff.
Hey, they're doing the same thing. I grew up in the Midwest, man, and my family's always been they farmed soybeans and corn and been dairy farmers. And I'm telling you what, all these places like Vanguard and BlackRock, they're the ones that are starting all these mega farms and mega corporations that are taking out the all these farmers and stuff that can't afford to even farm for their families anymore.
We don't want to talk about what Monsanto did by literally.
Oh, they completely screwed over the farming industry.
Fucked them up. Told them, because even if you didn't plant this, if it fell on your farm,
now they have the rights to their. They have the right to your product.
Yeah,
even if you didn't contract with them and you didn't have any of their signs hanging up on your fields, if a field across the street, if one of their grains of kernel fell in your field and fertilized your field and started growing, now they own your field.
Ask it, Melanin.
Uh-huh.
Ask it, Melanin. I saw the confusion on your face, Melanin. Ask it.
No. He just answered it right now. That's why I was like, they took their land. They're what?
Yes.
Hold on.
Yes. Yes.
That sounds like that slant drilling.
No, well,
shit.
here. Let me actually let me
Desert Storm.
let me actually. It isn't necessarily they took the field; they took the actual product. They took any kind of revenue that they would generate off of their field. They still kept their property, but what they were growing was no longer theirs.
Yeah, so
and they weren't making money anymore. So literally, imagine if you sold pussy and you had to give all the money to somebody before you even sold it.
Well, it isn't even that. What it ended up forcing a lot of farmers to have to do is they had to till everything under and then file it on a government, get a government grant to have it refunded.
They put a YouTube copyright
So basically, Monsanto is forcing farmers actually take the crops. That's why there's food shortages and shit.
Video made 8 million views and you got none of the money.
That's crazy.
That's why there's food shortages, though, because these big corporations like that are forcing farmers to get rid of crops or have to pay or lose their profit.
Crazy. And this is law. So I like what Melanin, Fantastic, and Brian was saying. We argue about a lot of things that probably don't matter.
Facts.
But the things that do matter, we kind of skip over them. These are the things that they're just doing. Somebody donated earlier, and I didn't shout them out because I didn't want to stop the show. But they said, you didn't notice that Marco Rubio then were trying to pass a bill for anti-hate of Jews in the middle of all this. Why the fuck would that bill be passing in the middle of everything that's happening right now?
Yep.
What was the bill again? Anti what?
Yeah, and that there's a penalty for anti-Semitism.
Also, Pam Bondi was calling for hate speech. Like I think they were trying to call for an enhancement. Like if you kept in charge and put a hate speech behind it. I don't agree with that.
And this was the type of shit that I was worried about with Trump's second election, with shit like this happening. Because look, man, that man ain't got nothing to lose at this point now. He's just a pissed off, scorned old man. Think about it. He ain't got nothing to lose. He can fuck everything up, and he ain't coming back for another term.
Yeah, because your second term is the fuck you term. Yeah. Everybody who's ever been president knows the second term is fuck everybody. I'm burning the shit down.
And you can tell Trump's posture is totally different this presidency than his first one.
No, but he actually got something to lose. Yeah, he has something.
Primaries.
Maybe not on the political level, but
his life.
He came as a billionaire. That's what the fuck he can't lose.
Have you noticed no president loses their money when they stop being president?
No, but
exactly.
But no president was a billionaire either when they came in. So
yeah, he ain't losing no money. His family's married. His family's married into that.
Was the richest man to ever hold the presidential office. A lot of people don't know this.
When he came in or when he went out?
He was richer when he came in because if you don't remember, his father, his stepdad, who married his mom, was a huge oil magnate. What's the word? A magnate.
Magnet.
The nigga, whatever the fuck. I'm saying
oil baron. Oil baron.
Yes, he was a fucking baron like Chrysler.
Wow, that part. No,
I remember them cars.
Old school. Somebody remember the joke. I make jokes.
My stepdaddy had one. I think he had a New Yorker. It was similar to a LeBaron, but he had a LeBaron
in New York. Look at you.
Nah, he probably had a Delta 88. Let's keep it real, dude.
The car used to talk too, Tommy. The car
either had a Delta 88 or a Continental.
I know I had a Delta 88. I had one before.
Hey, a deuce and a quarter is the shit. Say it what?
Hell yeah, damn right.
But back to the Obama story. Do you know how
my first car was a '6 Buick Regal, man?
So this guy had a father who was rich as fuck, and he ran on. Oh, I'm just a simple poor black man. That's what the fuck he ran on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You can fool the people. You can fool the people most of the time.
They have money offshore accounts.
What people want to hear is you to say something that they already want to hear. Think about it.
Yep.
If a girl says they want a nigga that's a Christian, all you got to do is walk up to her and say, I'm a Christian. She don't even check.
No, it's true. I played that card.
See? Just say what a fucker wants to hear. They already told you what they want to hear. And what
And
politics.
they won't even investigate into it. They won't look into it.
How did Donald Trump become the person of the lower class individual?
That's a good question.
Yes, because he told them
that
all
is
that
a
shit.
good question.
He told them all that shit. Do you know who also is always doing that? It's
How he won him. How he won him over
What is
is
his name again? That the white artist.
McDonald's.
No, the white artist who is always proclaiming he's a hillbilly. He's a trailer park boy.
Oh, you talking about
Cable guy?
No, what's his name?
Adam Calhoun.
Adam
Calhoun.
He used to be a rapper, man, but then he turned rock music.
You're talking about Machine Gun Kelly.
No, not Machine Gun Kelly. No, the older one. Even older. He's old.
Eminem.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock. Right.
Okay.
Kid Rock ain't no rapper.
No, he
He tried to.
If that's what you want to call if that's what you want to call what he was doing.
Well, hold on a second. He was a rapper like Pink, the white girl.
Yep.
She did R&B.
That wasn't rapping either, though.
I like her.
She did R&B.
No,
she lied to niggas. She had niggas believing that she liked niggas and was right. As soon as she got put on by black folks, she went straight to white men.
Yep.
Dude, she looked like a butch dyke.
She did. That's what turned me off.
You nasty. You are nasty.
I like that bitch. I like eating pussy. Stop laughing, Melanin.
No, honestly, I think the reason why Trump actually he connected with the middle class is because he started talking on that patriotic stuff.
Yes, he did. But what I'm saying is,
that's where he started touching the modern man. Was
you have to
with
remember
that.
this person said out of his own mouth before he ever ran for presidency. What did he say? He said, if I ever run for presidency, I will run as a Republican, even though he was a Democrat, because he said they are easier to fool. If a man tells you this before he does something, then does that exact same thing, why would you not question it?
I didn't know he said that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they said
Google
he said it on Oprah, I believe, but they keep saying some say he said it, some say he didn't. But
no, he said it. He said the idea of running as a Democrat is kind of stupid, which technically it is. If you want to speak on a logical platform, the Democrats are illogical. On their face, they just are. Again, I know I'm supposed it's fucking 227, and I told you I was gonna quit at 1:05. So y'all motherfuckers need to Brian, say your last shit and make it quick.
Hey, brother, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for having me on. This panel is lit. I love this show, man.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. Mike, say that shit from over there in Amsterdam and tell the bitch I used to date what's happening.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Man, for the millionth time, I'm not from Amsterdam.
Where are you from? You're a Cameroonian, I get it. But
But
you
the Netherlands
live
do
there.
not. The Netherlands do not consist of one fucking city, man. What the fuck?
My bad.
Amsterdam's the only one that matters.
Thank you. That's the only place-
from Cameroon.
That's the only place where the red light district is, and that's the only place I go. when
Yeah,
I
I know you like those
Oh my
places.
Lord.
I had a chance to go.
I know.
He needs to go to bed.
I know.
Where I go, I get the best hash there and the best
man.
ass. Am I lying, Mike?
Dude, do not play with the Dutch weed. Do not play with that shit.
With the Dutch weed?
Yeah, man.
I want some of that shit. Can you mail it to me?
It's strong as fuck.
It's
That's what I'm
strong as
looking
fuck,
for.
man. It's like weed with a Superman cape on.
That's what I'm looking for. I
Is
want
that where
sun
Red
rocks.
Velvet came
I
from?
want sun rocks procreated with moon rocks and
I had
made
in
eclipse
Amsterdam,
rocks.
One of the best things I had in Amsterdam was those dabs, they call them. Is that what they call them, Mike?
How?
The wax.
Oh, wax. Put it in an oil rig.
Oh my God,
brother!
Dude, one hit and you're good for most of the day.
Like
Brother,
a motherfucker.
Dude, the last time I tried some weed was like, 5-6 years ago, And before that, I haven't smoked for like 10 years. So I took 3 enormous hits. Brother, I was out. I was straight up out. And I had to drive back for like 2.5 hours. So imagine that.
Oh my Lord. You made it?
Let me tell you something about Melon. There's this thing called stuck. Like you can get it with Cali weed. If you know anything about Cali weed, you can get stuck.
Oh, I've been there.
If you have weed from the Netherlands, Amsterdam, it will have you in a daze or days.
Wow.
No,
The
man.
first time I ever
that was not fun
I
anymore.
like you got to put some
That shit
vacation
was-
time in before you
no,
have some of
You
that.
do. The first time I ever did a vaporizer back when they had the
Yes.
vaporizer bags and shit,
Vaporizer,
man,
right.
I got so fucking high. I was in the middle of playing, what was it, Assassin's Creed, the first one when it came out. I was like right in the middle of playing, took a hit off this thing, and fucking completely forgot everything I was doing.
Dude.
Sad thing about my girl from my girl from the UK. She said, "I came out of my body never again."
Wow.
Dude,
I'm scared.
I did the vaporizing thing in Amsterdam also, but I straight up got a panic attack. It was so fucking unreal. I couldn't feel my feet anymore.
Oh, you did the mask thing.
Yes, I couldn't feel my feet. I swear to God, I couldn't feel my feet. And the worst thing was I was on a date with a girl, and we had to go to a restaurant, and the restaurant was like a walk of 5 minutes. It felt like fucking 10 hours.
Yo,
I couldn't feel my feet. Every fucking sound was enhanced like 10 times. I couldn't feel my feet, and oh my, that was so fucking creepy.
It's crazy. I remember counting my steps.
Dude, I'm never doing that shit anymore. I don't give a fuck.
I'll do it all the time, man. Give me some of them dabs.
Listen, the dabs and what Mike was talking about, the mask. Oh my God.
I passed out with a gas mask on once, man. That was crazy.
Mask got a nigga feeling like my bloody Valentine.
Oh my Lord.
No, man. Dude, that
I
was
don't want none of it.
was fucking
Yes,
creepy.
you do.
Dog, y'all got me scared. None of it.
Well, everything we're saying it's good.
I know,
Trust me,
but the level of which y'all getting loaded, I don't think I'm too small.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what, weed today, the weed from
If
back in the
you're
day ain't got shit on today's weed. I'm telling you what, it ain't got nothing on it.
That's true.
I have
If you're
heard
gonna
the
do it,
older people say that.
if you're gonna do weed, if you're gonna do the vaping shit, do it at home.
Yes.
Do it fucking home.
Don't have things to do.
250 milligrams.
Jesus fucking Christ. No, but could you imagine that shit? You. So I went to the restaurant, and then we went to a Dave Chappelle show, and then I have to drive 2.5 hours back to home. I do not know how the fuck I made it.
Dude, the other night I went up to the dispensary and I got a new batch of gummies, and I got this shit called popcorn, man. And these gummies, there's like 10 gummies in a pack. It's 200 milligrams per pack, and popcorn is 200 milligrams. I ate like half the bag of gummies, and then ate half the bag of popcorn, and I was on a panel at the same time. And next thing you know, the whole fucking room starts spinning like I'm drunk, dude. And I'm sitting here, I got to slam my foot on the floor like when you were younger and you get drunk and you get the fucking spinnies and shit. And dude, I felt like I was going to yak all over the place and shit.
Where you live at?
I live in Indiana, sir.
Oh,
I live 40 minutes away from Coldwater, Michigan.
I lived in Arizona. The only reason I asked is because in Arizona, we had it before I moved here to Atlanta, which is why I miss Arizona. We had Uber Eats for weed.
They have that in Michigan. Indiana's still a zero tolerance state, so I got to drive to Michigan myself and actually get it, and then come across state lines with contraband.
That was crazy. We could order it to my front door. I remember ordering the gummy.
Uber Eats.
Yes.
Yes. Wow. In Arizona, you could order it to your front door, and they will bring you. Now, here's what I always tell people. I used to be a guy who would do the edibles. I don't do the edibles anymore because I don't like shit jumping out the closet and scaring me.
It is a different high. It is a way different high doing edibles.
A motherfucker jump. No, I don't need that. When I smoke, I know exactly where I am. When I vape, I still know exactly where I am. And that's what Mike and I are talking about. Like it's strong, but we still know where we are.
No, also vape.
Edibles is like taking a hit of acid, man. You never know when it's going to hit.
You have no idea what the fuck you just took. And when it hits you, you can't do shit about it.
All you can do is write it out.
Yep. I strongly advise, if you're gonna do it at home and do it alone. You do not want somebody recording your shit.
No, he's right. If you do it with another motherfucker, that person becomes your enemy.
Jesus Christ, man. You do not want somebody recording your shit and holding that shit against you.
Hey, Ghostface Trucker, this some bullshit. We some truck drivers. We can't do this.
Can't do none of it. He can't do none. Can't even do CBD. That CBD can't even do that.
Shut up, you lot lizard lover.
Man, Tommy, I ain't had a lot lizard in years.
You guys are
Y'all
talking
tell
about
y'all like some strange
Tommy, I am not going to tell you to go down Fulton Industrial Boulevard.
Tommy, I'm not gonna tell you when you're in Memphis, go down Elvis Presley.
Or Lamar Avenue. Don't go down Lamar Avenue.
I am not going to tell you to go off Moreland Avenue. I don't know what I'm talking about. Say I don't know what I'm talking about. Face.
Knock 3 times on the red door.
Moreland Ave, Southern Comfort Club Blades.
Tommy, I'm not gonna tell you to go down Manheim in Chicago. I'm not gonna tell you to go down Manheim.
Not gonna tell you to do this at all. We're not telling y'all to do this at all. My Drake said, "Do not." I'm not telling you to go down 27th Avenue. We're not telling you to do any.
Don't go down 27th Avenue. I'm not mad that I'm like 36 miles away from Ontario, California, and I'm mad because I ran out of hours. I'm not mad that I can't park at the TA West and watch and hope to see if Foxy ever comes back again. She was Trinidad in it and mixed.
We're not telling you to visit any of these places. We're actually
don't go down Pendleton Pike in Indianapolis either, man.
Matter of fact, speaking of India, when y'all was talking about an escort earlier, and you was like, not that escort. I was in Seymour, Indiana one night years ago at the TA, and it was a lot lizard on the CB. Come to find out, not only was she a pilot escort, the escort oversized loads.
Not pilot. hey, bro, let me say this, and I say this because a friend told me, not because I know it myself.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They would tell you, you would find them escorts.
You were just asking for a friend, right? Okay.
Right, as a friend at the TA. And the TA stood for tits and ass.
Jessup, Maryland, back in the day.
You know, hey.
South Baltimore, Maryland.
Life is all I can say. I am a person who, if life is there to experience it, I experience it. They should have never gave me money. I did the wrong thing with it. But Ghostface, you got next. Go ahead. Give your closing statements and stop talking about these hoes, man. Grow up.
Yes, sir. I basically was just going to say rest in peace to Charlie Kirk. Tommy, please don't debate these fools in public. And
you saw the show I did earlier?
Oh no, I didn't catch it, but it was on my mind ever since that happened.
Oh no, I'm not debating nobody in real life no more.
Yeah.
Once I saw that nigga neck open, I canceled a couple of damn shows I was supposed to do.
I heard you say that the other day. And also, I was going to say, far as like the mass shootings, if you could Google list of mass shootings in the United States of America, and you go on it on Wikipedia. I know people had their gripes about Wikipedia, but it is something good to read while you're bored on a 34-hour reset, and you can't book nothing off list crawler. But when you read it, it'll say list of mass shootings in the United States of America. The first page, it'll pop up with all the big notable ones. But if you click on the one where it says comprehensive list, it'll break it down for each year since like the late 2000s to the 2020s. And it'll break it down. It'll have about every little small one. And you Google it up, you'll see why I said that white folks ain't leading it 52-21. That was a reference to the Bears losing, Brian. But it's closer to 31-28 because a lot of them mass shootings are minorities. And Chicago right now. Yeah, Chicago right now. They'll even have it in parentheses if that city has had multiple ones. In Chicago, last I checked, was like 18 or 19. I know I checked the other
We
day.
at 35.
It was like
We at
17,
35.
35.
We at 35. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably unofficial because you know how they ain't
I
reporting
keep
it.
up with this.
Don't you make me play the music, Ghostface. Wrap
Oh,
that
I'm
shit
done.
up.
I'm done. No cash, Tommy. I'm done.
All right, that's my man Ghostface. Corey, I'm gonna let you go next. Talk to him.
All right. To all the black people out there that celebrated that Charlie Kirk was dead, well, that's one person, right? You can celebrate that fuck shit, but your kids are still 30% reading and proficiency. Your neighborhood still look like shit. You still have broken homes. You still have all these problems in your neighborhood, and you celebrated somebody being killed that said he wanted to see people do better. All of these things that you just celebrated, you danced on his grave and made fun of it, it accomplished nothing. You still have unruly women. You still have bullshit going on in your neighborhoods. Racism is not dead, and I don't think he was racist. I'm not gonna argue with people and tell them that he was or not. But guess what? You still sit in the same predicament that you at. So before you celebrate, fix your own house.
Pretty damn quick, pretty damn direct. And we also have to make sure that these people understand. If you are a parent and you out here making fun of Charlie Kirk and whatever, guess who your children are gonna have to live with? Those people you decided to incite. Let me go to. Wait a minute. It says Angry Man is up here, but I don't see him.
He left a while ago.
Yeah, but this is some weirdo shit. It says he's up here. Look at it. He's right there. Oh, this nigga's this. He's sleep. He drunk. I thought I should have been the drunk one. This motherfucker is in the bed. I'm not mad at him. Snowman, you got it. Angry Snowman.
Well, first off, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. You know, prayers to his family and his kids, man. Nobody should have to witness that, man. I feel bad that his wife and his daughter and son had to see that firsthand. Nobody should have to see that kind of crap. That's crazy. But with that being said, you know, I've been on a lot of people out in the chat. They know me. I've been on a lot of these panels that are, you know, predominantly black and whatnot. And this would have been the perfect opportunity for black people to do what I hear them say on black panels all the time and not care about white people shit.
Amen.
I mean, I always hear them saying that white people are always in black people business and this, that, and the other, and they mind their own business. They're not in white people shit. This would have been a perfect time to prove that and just keep your fucking mouth shut, because that really had nothing to do with black people. I don't understand why they seem to insert themselves into this. This was a gay white dude who shot someone else who had, you know, disparaging things to say about gay and trans white dudes. You know, so I don't understand how black people got inserted into this, other than for it to be something that was orchestrated on purpose for people to take their focus off the fact that we have a bunch of crazy ass lunatics being told that their mental illness needs to be accepted by everybody else, and everybody else in reality has to conform to their non-reality that is allowing this to happen. We can't keep, you know, we cannot continue to go on saying that it's okay to glorify and, you know, make heroes out of people that are mentally ill. I'm sorry, if you're a guy and you think in your brain you're a girl, then you have a head problem, and that needs to be addressed, and we need to start addressing it. Because look, the truth of the matter is the last few major shootings like this have been by trans people. And they've been, and the fact of the matter is if you notice, the media keeps trying to skirt the fact that it's trans people that are doing it. They're trying to point the finger everywhere else but there, where the mental problem is. And I think that's something we need to address as a nation.
Amen.
You know,
I do a show with a person by the name. I would do a show every now and again when they would ask me to do it, and the person's name is T.S. Madison.
Oh shit.
And the joke when I did the show with T.S. Madison was I would never call T.S. a woman. I would call him him. During the whole show, anybody that's ever watched the show with me and T.S. Madison, tell them if I'm lying. I always called him. I'll call you T.S. Madison because that's the name you want to be called by. I will never call you ma'am. I will never call you lady, and I would do it on purpose. But that was like our argument. But people used to tell me, well, if you so this and that, why you do a show with a trans or whatever? I said, well, I'm open to talk to anyone. It's still a person. And if for those who watch the show, y'all remember what I got him to admit? He said the reason he acts that way is because the most important person in his life was his mama. And him acting like this was basically him giving a shout out, showing respect and love to his mama. And I said, this is a perfect example of why you needed a father.
Yep. But hey, Tommy, I appreciate you having me up, man. I hope you let me come up again sometime and chop it up with you.
Every Tuesday night, bring your white ass on up out this bitch and enjoy us, all right?
I appreciate it, sir. You have a good one.
Peace out. Mike,
Hey,
what you want to end it with?
Thank you for letting me on. Hey, do you see the avatar I have on the avatar I have on
I
the
do.
panel?
You got the one from that movie that I watched 28 days later.
No, man. Look at it again.
Niggas need nukes. I see you.
Man, you need to make a t-shirt of that one. If you make a
Yes.
t-shirt of that one, I will buy it from you straight up.
Nobody understands what I'm saying when I said if niggas want power on in the world stage, we need nukes. Am I wrong?
Yes. The funny part is the first time you said it, it was so funny because like an hour ago, I had that conversation with some fellas in the barber, and I had the conversation with my brother. And then you said it, and I burst out laughing. And I burst out fucking laughing. I'm like, what the fuck, man? That is so fucking true.
I say shit that sounds funny, but if
No,
you
but it's
stop
fucking
and think
true.
about it,
There's only now let me put it this way. There's a reason why North Korea still exists.
Yep.
Because they got nukes. There's a reason why Iraq isn't Iraq anymore. Because they never had nukes. Simple as that.
until
Simple as
niggas
that.
get nukes, we will always be begging for shit. Well, as soon as we get the nuclear, as soon as we get a nuclear weapon, motherfuckers gonna take our black ass serious.
Yep. It's
Let
that fucking
Tyrone
simple.
have a fucking nuke.
So Nigerians, Cameroonians, go to Pakistan, buy some nukes over there, and your problem will be solved.
I bet they won't fuck around. They won't fuck around with Nigeria. They won't fuck around with Cameroon, Sudan. They won't do none of that.
No, I understand. But the funny part is, those Pakistanis, do you know how they got their nukes?
How's that?
There was a Pakistani technician, a nuclear physician. He was working at this company in the Netherlands, like 20 minutes from here, called Urenco. And he stole all the programs and he took it back to Pakistan. He literally stole it over here.
And listen, there's happened several times where something simple as the technology exists, and black folks need to say, if everybody else is stealing and or buying it, why aren't we?
No.
Facts.
We're too busy fighting over bullshit. Like, let me tell you another thing. Like Cameroonians, we're fighting about, the northern part speaks English, we speak French. That's a problem. That's a bullshit we fighting. That's some bullshit we fighting about. Two languages who are not native to us. That's the fucking bullshit we fighting about.
I don't appreciate